Welcome to the Will's House podcast on Will's Music House. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. And join our Discord to see videos up to 3 days early. We post content early. We have a new performance coming out Saturday, I believe, and it's already in the Discord. So if you want to see the performance with our guests Joe Y and Saro, who were on Will's Music House earlier this week, yeah, check that out. And like I said, don't forget to like and follow. It really helps the algorithm and all that. And yeah, boost the channel up. So let's say hello to everybody tonight.
What up, what up?
And then we're going to introduce everybody from right to left, starting with Brody. Brody, how you like the throne tonight?
I can't lean back, dude. I don't like that. I'm fully engaged for the whole entire podcast, so I'm right here with it.
So lean back.
But yeah, this bitch is Brody. I can't lean back in my throne. It's slightly comfortable, but yeah, you know what it is.
You know what it is.
He ain't got no intro. That's how he's feeling.
Yeah, you know, I'm ready to get right into it. We got some shit to talk about.
All right, next up.
What's up? It's Triston, and I'm just here for the ride. I'm going to pitch in my unnecessary comments on every conversation that these guys have.
All right, next up.
I came to check in with my boy Will. What's good? It's Craig.
Next up.
Yo, it's Innexh. Go check me out on Instagram, X Twitter. MyCircle.shop.
Yeah, shout out to mycircle.shop. What's next on YouTube, Instagram. You know, we're going to get that What's Next segment in there. But you know, you guys, I want to start with our highlight reel. You know, on the Will's House podcast, we're here every 2 weeks talking with the gang about whatever we want. So, but I want to get started with the highlight reel and know what you guys have been up to since the last show. So we'll start over with Brody.
Anything new since the last podcast? Nothing crazy. You know, I passed my exam I had on Monday, my Network Plus. So yeah, shout out to that. You know, good things. You know what I'm saying? Barely
What's
studied.
that?
It's IT certification, Computa Network Plus. It's nothing crazy. I mean, it's a decent certificate, like the Cisco CCNA. It's like very comparable, but like it's not all Cisco based. It's very like general wise, like networking for IT. So yeah, it's cool. People, you know, a lot of people like it. I mean, it's pretty well known. But yeah, I took that on Monday. Very excited. I passed it. I didn't do a ton of studying for it, so it was good. Good time.
Nice. And will that like enable you to make a bunch more bread, or is it just part of the job?
I could say since like I don't have a bachelor's degree, it would definitely enable me to easier get selected for other opportunities. Money wise, yeah, possibly more money depending on where you go. So it just looks better.
Nice. What about you, Tristan? What's been on your highlight reel the last 2 weeks? Any new videos, content, things for you?
I have a couple new videos. Me and Tony still just been plugging away on content for like his songs that are dropping.
You did those last Tony videos? Those recent ones?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Westside Tony?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Westside Tony.
Those were the old ones. For that song, we shot a couple more, actually like 2 days ago. So
Just consistent work.
Yeah, just like we're trying to like just put together a plan, and like we're planning a couple like full music videos. And I'm still kind of like plugging away at this like short film / like film that I'm working on, like a full-length film. So I just kind of just been like plugging away at that, like figuring out like scripts, like you know what I mean, like trying to like just figure out the script or like find someone to help me write the script, like find a script writer because I cannot write.
You ain't using no AI?
Actually, I did.
I
I did like chat GPT a script based off the like I had it like reference the movie that I'm basing it off of. I'm like,
hell
hey,
yeah.
Chat GPT write me like.
Was it decent?
It was actually really good. Like obviously I have to like add like a more human aspect to it, but it was actually like really good. It like. It gave you like a good like framework, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah. There's like an actual like script writer. I'll just send you this one page, bro. Like this dude, he just every day he's posting like him using AI, and like it's him making a whole video, and it's a comparison of like what's really going on and then what the AI is doing and what's going on. He has a split screen, and then in the description he breaks it down where it's like every AI program he's using and how much it costs, and he's like, dude, he's making like movie scenes almost for like $100. He's saying,
yeah.
you know, like he's like all these AI programs add
yeah,
up to like $100, but
There's
like
so many like.
it's just a start. You know, it's not like it's super cinematic or crazy, but like
But
it
yeah,
is
it's
super
like,
unique.
Yeah, the fact that they able to do that. But yeah, like it's like I was surprised at like how like good it was. Like it wasn't like super like corny and like it wasn't like. At least to me, like I was reading it, it wasn't like obviously like this sounds like AI script.
Yeah.
Like, no, it was actually like really good. Like because I told it to a reference.
Yeah.
So what I mean, I gave it a reference like, hey, base it off this movie, and I gave it like certain characteristics to base it off of and make it more geared towards me. So it was actually like surprisingly really good. It's a good framework to like start off of and like
Exactly.
and like give like that to someone who like can actually write scripts and be like, hey, like
yeah, can you help me with this?
Yeah,
like you
like-
had AI help you a little bit, and
like,
then now
like
you go with somebody
obviously
else
I can
too.
give the script writer the concept and the idea of the film, but like
Yeah, it's tough, bro. Like you
and
know,
like someone
you're-
like me, like the reason I do filmmaking is I'm a visual person. I can't. It's hard for me. Like I have ideas.
yeah,
But it's hard for me to like put it on paper.
yeah. You
and,
could
like-
just
and,
do it
like-
with the camera
and like make it make
like,
sense. Like
yep.
you know what I mean? Like I can like explain a scene to someone and then I can shoot it and the person will probably be like, bro, this is like
Yeah.
what the fuck did you just explain? This is
Yeah,
not. I'm
yeah,
like,
but there's all these different settings that you altered, all these different things
Yeah.
that you did, but like you just can't explain it because like it's just second nature.
it's like it's really like my brain like thinks in like
you're a hands-on learner.
Yeah,
that's all
like,
it is.
it's like my brain like thinks in fucking video and like pictures. Like
That's
so
what's
it's like
up.
if I see something in my head, it's hard for me to
Keep-
put that like that image in words. It's just I'm really bad at that. So
Yeah, just
shout
keep
out
creating.
ChatGPT actually for that, and shout out to like learning how to like tweak it and like make it work for you better and like you know what I mean.
Facts. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, just keep posting, bro. Just keep creating. I mean, you don't even have to post. You can just keep creating. Like, like
Keep some shit in the stash.
it's dope. Like there
Stash
are like
always.
I'm sure you see it. Like there's pages all the time where like they only have like 20 posts, but like every post is like art. You
Yeah,
know? Like
every-
they're
yeah,
like
every
they're an
po- yeah.
artist, and like every post is just
Yep.
it's art. It's like they're really depicting a story or whatever, a
Yep, and
vision.
that's like how once I start like actually paying more attention and being better at social media, that's like how I want mine to be. Like not just like pumping
Yeah.
out fucking content. Like, cause dude, like I have like 5 years of like red footage, drone
From
footage,
the car, I like the car videos you
Yeah,
showed me,
car
bro. Those
videos
were
are
like
nice.
movies,
I
like the
can
ones
do-
you showed me. Like,
Dude, I can make
Those were,
another
like,
one of
movies.
those. Like those are only like 4 of the clips that
Yeah.
that like, I have like 30 clips from that day. Like I can
yeah,
make a
bro.
whole nother
Just
one.
make
of
like
those.
an alt account, if anything, and just post it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let other people, you know what I'm saying, enjoy that shit too. Like, I like watching that kind of shit. For
Yeah,
real.
and like but like what I was saying, I was just like, I don't want to just be like dumping content just to like have to do it. Like I'd rather like the whatever I put out.
You
be,
gotta
like,
actually.
You want to have
enjoy what you
intention
post.
behind all your
yeah,
releases.
and like I hate like. Not that I hate it. It's cool that everyone like can be a creator and like get into video making and shit. But like I hate the whole short form like
Yeah.
pushing out like content. Like no. Dude,
Well,
like,
me and you have talked about this when you were like, "Oh, you got to put reels on your YouTube." It's like I know, but I don't want to just spam bullshit.
But I get it. But that we were talking about like the pod and like things like that for shit like this.
100%.
no,
like,
but it's still like the same because my
It-
whole
it is,
vision
but
is
it's
the
not.
long form and people enjoying the conversation, not just like the
Yeah.
clickbait. But whether it's music or whatever the fuck we do, like they force us into this short form to
Yeah.
get people to our real shit, which it just is what it is. you
yeah,
know?
and that's
Well, and it's based off of what you want to push. Do you want to push the art or do you want to push commerce?
Yeah.
But you got to pick one of the two.
exactly.
You
and-
can't.
And it sucks, like,
can't
like,
intermingle.
and it sucks, like, cause, like, as a filmmaker, like, I don't want to have to choose between, like, bro, like, it sucks because if I want to post a fucking video on Instagram now, it's forced to be a reel, and like, I have to make it vertical for it to like look like, dude.
I
like,
do hate that too because it's like if the video is somehow like over 2 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it forces it to be an actual video or whatever. Or if it's under 2 minutes, it forces
yeah,
it to
and,
be
like,
a reel.
It sucks
like,
for me
it's
because
like it's a video.
and like also like let's say like I did just say like fuck it, I'm just posting everything like horizontal 16:9.
Yeah.
It doesn't like I learned like a trick like posting vertical videos and like having the video fill up that whole vertical
Space,
frame,
yeah.
it takes up more real estate on the timeline. So when someone like is just like doom scrolling, like not
They're
like,
more
not,
likely to see it.
yeah, and also like not on reels, but like on their timeline,
crazy, bro.
like damn near you have to like scroll
Yeah.
twice on like a vertical video because like it takes up more real estate.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
It technically could like
Because it half screen almost, three quarters
yeah,
of the
exactly.
screen.
So you'd have to like scroll twice,
Yeah.
and you're like shit. Well, it's still on my screen. I might as well look at it.
And then if you make the right thumbnail or the right like opening scene or video, you get caught.
Dude,
like,
another thing I learned, it's all about visual hooks and verbal hooks with things. Like, so you open up the video, so let's say I wanted to make a tutorial or like talk about my filmmaking. I'd be like, I wish I knew this 5 years ago when I first started. Like, you know what I mean? Or like, I bet you don't know this secret of filmmaking. Like, it's like, there's a lot that goes into it,
so
bro.
like,
And like,
for example, Tristan, like what you're saying along that line, a lot of the time I'll tell people that do this, or just like, when we talk about stuff, like if I ask you what's on your highlight reel, just like you said, the verbal hooks, instead of you just responding to me, you say, on my highlight reel this week, and then you talk.
Exactly.
Because you repeat the question back to you
Exactly.
before you answer.
And like afterwards, when I say like I wanted to use that as a reel, like that's the perfect like my highlights of the week is, or like you know what I mean,
Right.
like I wish I did this, or you know what I mean. It's just something to be like that.
Hell yeah.
You're drawn in immediately.
Because like, dude, you have like I think people say like you have like 2-3 seconds max when people scroll on your fucking reels to like get their attention, or else they scroll away.
To
Well,
the
like
next.
that's something we always do with Will's House Live. Like if there's a person doing it and the intro's like 20 seconds long, I always cut it to like 5 seconds. So it's
Yeah.
like right away, yo, this whoever, we're on Will's House Live, boom, we're in. Because if you just like have instrumental and like dude standing there
Yeah, no
rocking,
one-
like
yeah.
It just looks goofy.
right, no,
Well,
and
no,
it's,
it doesn't look good. It's like great. Like
Yeah,
it'd
it's
be cool.
fine.
It'd be cool like in long form. Like it's like it's like maybe like for YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah, leave
keep
that
that
version.
shit. But like on Instagram, bro, like you gotta
Yeah.
go straight into it. You gotta get people's attention, bro. Even like 5 seconds of no talking, like just beat. Unless you're like specifically like in that niche and like that's your algorithm. Like, bro, I mean, I would scroll past that like 5 seconds of nothing, just beat. I'm like,
just a dude standing there in front of a big ass white.
yeah, but
background.
like if like you said, if you just came in straight to it, like the first 2 seconds, hey, this is Will's
hit
House
with some
Live,
bars.
boom, bars.
It's like how Nuke came in. He just came in with the bars right
Yeah.
away. Shout out Nuke. So I want to continue our highlight reel. We
Yeah,
derailed
sorry,
a
I
tiny
kinda-
bit, but it was a good conversation.
My bad. I kind of like I'm sorry.
So next up on their highlight reel, we have Craig. You haven't been Craig. You haven't been on in like a month or two, so
Yeah.
we got to catch up.
Only thing I've been working on really is I switched to the iPad a lot. I've been making a lot of shit off the iPad.
Procreate?
And so I've been creating like little time lapse videos. Cause like
Ooh, that's dope.
Like,
That's
lately-
dope.
the thing is I've been forgetting a lot. I think it's because I'm getting older. But I've been forgetting like how to do like certain shit. And like with the time lapse stuff now, I feel like it'd be a better reference point for me now. Cause like sometimes I start something and then I go into YouTube to figure out like a little piece of something to
Yep.
complete something.
YouTube University.
Yeah, and
bro.
then I get lost in something else, like not even doing what I'm like.
well,
intending on
that's
doing.
the whole point. They just
Yeah.
wanted that's the whole point.
So I think I'm gonna
Big
start
zoom in,
Right.
like using the time lapse videos as a more of a reference point for me now. But
Yeah,
that's
dude.
really all
Hell
like
yeah.
new shit I've been working on.
Yeah, dude. The new iPads. You have like a newer iPad.
It's the 2022.
Oh, yeah, dude, the
it's
new
still like
iPads-
the new M chip though.
Dude,
yeah.
the new iPads are fire. You can run DaVinci Resolve full.
Holy
Like
shit.
off the iPad, like dude, like you can just straight up like it's the full version, and you can like
Yeah, throw
nuts.
connect the what is it, keyboard to it and shit.
Yeah,
mouse.
yeah,
and
dude, no,
then
it's
run
like,
the
dude,
full DaVinci.
yeah, dude, the new it's nuts. Those things are nuts. Those things are fire.
That's why that Apple
Hell
stock
yeah.
keeps going up, right? Innexh?
We ain't trying to promote Apple or
That's
nothing, but,
silicon. That's
Eh.
silicon.
Staying in the ecosystem.
You got
Yeah,
anything else
yeah.
on your highlight reel, Craig? Anything else has been going on
No,
in your
not
world?
really. I mean, my pops got out the hospital, so you know.
Nice.
Hey,
big ups
let's
to
go.
him.
Yeah.
That's crucial.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Shout out to Pops.
true story.
We have Auth Sav in the chat says swag. What up, Sav?
Big Sav.
All
I'm
right.
scared of
Dang.
hospitals. Hospitals scare me.
True story.
And then next up, we got Innexh.
Um,
What's on your highlight reel?
I don't know, man. Shit. I'm sure we'll get to it on
See,
Twitter
look,
fingers.
Tristan, we just had the conversation. I like prompted it even harder. I was like, "What's on your highlight reel, Innexh?" And then he just
Exactly.
answered without repeating back to me on my highlight reel this week. No, you don't really have to do it. I'm just
Dude,
trolling.
that shit's
But it was
hard
funny
to
because
do
we
it
just
if you're
talked
not,
about
like,
it.
thinking about it. Like, you know, you have to, like, that's why the mindset, you have to be in that fucking creator mindset all the time. It's hard to do. Like, I just can't, bro.
Yeah, it is. It is. Shit. What would be on my highlight reel? I'm not gonna lie. I don't have one right now. We'll get back to it.
Ain't no COD on the highlight reel.
Yeah, that too. Shit. That too.
You know.
There's a lot. We got a lot of topics to talk about. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to end up talking about something that
Is
is
COD
going to be a
that
topic.
bad? Is
That's
it just
all.
It's Black
It's
Ops
mid.
that
It's
bad?
mid.
I
I'm not
knew it,
gonna
dude.
lie.
I like seen it,
I
and
mean-
like they're just trying to Fortnite it out, like the skins
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit.
It's
like,
a little bit of good
It's a
gaming
money
news,
grab,
but we
though.
get or whenever we get to the gaming, we can talk about it. There's some
Facts.
good gaming news out though.
I
Finally.
got I actually
Facts.
got something I want to pull up real quick.
Uh-oh.
We got a tweet from Innexh. about
Yo,
Call of Duty.
damn.
We
What's
jumping right
up?
into
Clock
it.
is hot.
Craig, can you read that one?
Second game of Warzone, someone crashes the lobby 1 minute into the game. People really get that hurt.
You want to elaborate on that, Innexh?
No, oh shit, my bad. No, it literally, yeah, I'm tweaking. Like
Yeah.
that's how heated I get over that shit, bro.
He's
Like
hot.
it's wild, bro. Like literally we just dropped in. Like we're just dropping in, bro. I pick up a gun, kill somebody, boom.
In a video game.
1 minute later, I'm kicked, like crashed.
is the
Like I'm
cheating
skipping,
and,
like,
and all that shit, like
and
that
it's a
bad?
regular lobby.
They're like lag switching the whole.
Yeah, dude,
the whole lobby.
that's like, bro, that's
Like-
like some throwback shit. Like, dude, I remember like that shit way back in the day, like Call of Duty 4, Halo 3 days. Like, it's crazy, like how that shit's just like coming
Comes
back.
back
It's
around.
kind of funny. Like, I
Comes
kind of
back
love it.
around. Comes
Man.
back around.
Like, I kind of love it. It's like, I mean, I don't love it, but I just think it's funny, like how that's still like.
I don't know. I think it's a little bit of the Omni movement. That shit's a little weird to me. I mean, not weird, but like, I don't know. Just like when that came about, shit just got way worse. It didn't help that they put ranked for Battle Royale. I don't know. I feel like that was crazy.
Yeah,
I feel like they could have it
ranked Battle
separate.
Royale.
I feel like it's like ranked to begin with. Like the whole concept of the mode, like you drop in to win. What like.
True, exactly. So like you would think that Rebirth would stay. It was ranked, but then they bring Omni movement and then they take away it and put it on a fucking humongous ass map. Like
Ranked Rebirth would make more sense to me because like you said,
Yeah, you
like,
respawn.
yeah,
Right.
you
like,
respawn.
Some
until
dudes
the
are
fourth
dropping in.
circle.
Yeah, I
Until
feel
the
like
fourth circle.
Warzone is just like sweaty in general. Like,
It's
Dude,
just
you
so
know,
it is.
big. It
Some
just
dudes are
takes
just
so
dropping
long.
in to get kills in
I-
Rebirth too, so I could understand having.
At
a
this
ranked
point, like I'm like over it. Like that's also why like I really don't have much to say. I've
Yeah, and
talked
you haven't
about
even
this on
been
the last
streaming.
few. I've talked about that on the last few episodes as well. I don't have much to say about Call of Duty, and yeah, it's also sucked trying to stream recently. Just a lot of shit going on, and Ohio's been like in an ice age, so.
Yeah, it's-
It sucks trying to stream in the room with an ice age going on, even with the heater on. But, you know, we got a lot of shit coming, and we still got what's next, you know, later. Talk about a whole bunch of different shit.
All right, and then I think that's like the perfect segue into the L of the week because you said you had nothing on your highlight reel. So, oh wait, hold on, I don't know.
I got an L of the week for sure.
Highlight reel for me. You know, we dropped a lot of content. willsmusichouse.com on the YouTube channel. We got new performances coming out. We got a new show out with some guests. We got that performance with Westside Low out and an interview.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
to Triston. He's been shooting the interviews with the red camera.
Big
If you
Tris.
guys like those Will's Music House interviews with the red camera, don't just get over to those videos and give them a like. Come on. Let's boost it
ASAP.
out there for everybody. And then, like I said, join our Discord, see the content early, and we can also do call-ins to the show. Everyone's got their headphones on tonight. We got it hooked up. If you hop in our Discord, you can come on the show live right now. But, you know, that's still,
Pause.
if you guys want to do that, cool. If not, whatever. But that's what's on my highlight reel. Now we're going to go with the L of the week, starting with Innexh.
L of the week goes to that fucking All-Star, All-Star weekend, bro.
Diabolical.
It's rough.
That
Brian
was,
didn't help either.
Yeah,
Brian
that
did.
was...
Brian was like, I ain't even about to show. I ain't even.
And then
gonna be a
Anthony
part of this
Edwards.
anymore.
Like, they both, I'm pretty sure, got announced for the game, and then they said, we're not playing.
It is what it is.
Dumbest all-star. Dude, they're going to 40. Who the fuck goes, like, why? Why?
It's
Like,
just-
let it go East versus West.
Right.
Like, let them duke it out. Like, we got some fucking all-stars on the top teams
Make it
for both
worth
sides.
something.
Wait,
Like,
what were the teams that did?
It's impossible.
they like pick teams. They have like they had like Shaq, the sportscasters. I think
And
I
they
don't even
picked
think
the
it was
teams?
actual like.
It was like a 4 tournament or something.
Yeah, they did. They did 4 different teams, and it was a 4-game or whatever 3-game tournament.
In theory, that
First to
sounds kinda
40.
cool.
First to 40.
It's just to
It's
get
just
more
the
First to
players.
40
players out there.
points.
Oh,
It's
that's
just the players.
stupid.
Every game is first to 40 points. Even I thought the championship game would have been a regular game.
Oh, that would have been way better.
and it would have been a good ass game.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Like, I usually watch the All-Star game. I did not know that
Yeah.
shit
It
was
even
going
happened.
on.
Yeah.
Nope.
And
But they gotta cancel it. They just gotta let it go because they don't care no more.
Cancel.
Yeah, they
There's
gotta
no
let
way
it go.
you
dude,
could cancel
it used to be the
you
shit though.
can.
Like it used to be the dunk contest, the 3-point.
The dunk contest hasn't
and the
been fun.
All-Star game.
But when
like,
everybody's too rich to care,
Yeah.
that's really the crux
Let
of the
let
issue
all the
with
other
All-Star
ones
game.
duke it out then. You know what I'm saying? Like let
But
the
no
other
one
ones
wants
where they
to
get the
watch.
incentives.
Yeah.
Like all the top picks, you know what I'm saying?
Can't.
The whole point, the championship game for this one was the Rising Stars. So like that was Dalton Connect, Steven
They
Stephon
better
Castle,
off
some of
just
the
having
rookies.
that. There's no point in having.
So it was like the all-star rookies basically versus, like
I mean, shit, I'd rather see that
superstars.
than that's.
But it was
crazy.
first to 40. You know what I'm saying? For the championship game. That's why it's like, bro, like it should have still been
dude,
4
You can't
quarters
make
for
people
that.
care about
Yeah,
something.
dude, the NBA like kind of sucked this season.
It's just been boring.
They just haven't promoted nothing though. Like
It's
they don't
just the
promote
players.
none of it.
It's specifically the
Like,
players.
no,
they do
there's-
not care.
There's
They
a lot
don't
of
care.
exciting players. There's just like a few that don't
No.
care that are on the spotlight, and it's like, okay, then don't give them the spotlight.
But
Give them
no,
to somebody else.
The
Like,
percentage of players who really care about basketball and being a professional and like actually like being an NBA star is so low.
It is.
compared to where like
100%.
these dudes do not care.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
think
Like,
about
it's
it.
clear.
I mean, think
Well,
about it.
one of
It's
you
the
guys,
same.
one of you guys in the pre-show notes did mention that players seem uninterested. So like,
why-
I didn't watch it.
Why?
I was
Yeah.
personally tapped out.
Win,
I mean,
lose, or
like, why
draw.
would you,
everybody makes $100 million now. No matter if you're good, if you're bad,
You
as
just
long
have
as
to
you
show
show
up.
up in the
Yeah.
NBA, you're going to retire with $100 million.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude,
Whether
I
you
always-
average 10 points a game
Yeah,
or
and
30
we could
points
bet
a
on
game.
it. And
Like,
we could bet on
yeah,
it.
and betting
Dude.
has made it even worse.
I always
But-
said like the NBA is just like a bunch of like rich
It's turning
homies like
into
linking up
it.
to hoop.
Yeah,
like,
it's-
it's
don't
like-
nobody-
20, at least 20,
cares.
20 years ago, that wasn't the case.
Yeah,
You know?
but
or
that's because
whatever.
everybody wasn't super rich. You
Yeah.
probably had maybe 10, 15 people making $100 million with
just
salary.
crazy.
Everybody gets $100 million now. Like it's
Yep.
it's out of control.
Well, I kind of think like the league's kind of like in a transitional period with players. Like it's like a new generation. Like you know what I mean? Like I think it's just in a weird like kind of like
As long as
period
everybody gets $100
of,
million,
like, I think it's
nobody's
just-
going to care.
Are they going to lower? Is there a way they can lower things?
no,
I mean,
the money's
no.
too high.
Yeah, it's like I mean, it's just the way it shit is now. But I
Can,
don't know. I feel like
Craig,
I feel like
can you
we're kind
read
of in
these
like
chats?
a generational change.
He says, "Rain culture ruined it. Dude also died jumping that whip. What whip?
Mac
then-
McClung, the one that
Oh,
won the
yeah,
dunk
yeah,
contest.
yeah.
Or you read them in the
Yeah,
wrong
yeah, yeah.
order.
They be
my bad.
having that dude in the G League and just be taking him out for the dunk
They
contest.
said he said ain't
He's in
no
the G
NBA
League?
player
Yeah,
with a real career risking injury doing what Mac McClung was doing.
But
'Cause
they
he's
would
a-
if they cared about being the greatest basketball player as possible, which they
Well,
don't care about.
They said he made more winning the dunk
Dunk
contest
contest
than he's
than
made. His,
in the
like,
G
But
League.
you got to
career.
remember, back in the day, people like
So, like-
Kobe and Mike, they wanted to win everything. I want the dunk contest.
Yeah.
I want to be MVP. I want to be the champ. Everybody just be
It
like,
was just
I
a
just want a
passion for the
ring,
game,
maybe.
like-
I
and
think
let me get $100
I
million
think
dollars,
Wemby's
$100
got
million.
that fire. I think I see
Yeah.
Wemby. I think I see Wemby's got that fire, but
But there's maybe 40
he's
of
not.
those players.
He's not
in the NBA.
American.
Well, and
that's
it's all-
the
well,
thing.
yeah, that's
like
what I'm
some of
saying.
these
It's
players
like-
that want it, they're not American.
Well,
So, like,
Google how many total players are in the NBA.
I was gonna say I think the Euro players like have a different perspective on it.
I
'cause
guarantee you
They
there's
take
less than
pride
50
in that.
NBA
Yeah.
players
They
who
take
truly
pride in
care
wanting to be the
about
best,
being
'cause-
NBA players.
540.
500.
shit.
I guarantee you less than 50 of them truly care about being NBA players.
Less?
in the
Nah.
NBA. As long as I
Because
get
some of
$100
them
million,
have to get their
I'm cool.
some of them have to get their actual check that aren't getting the 100 mil that need the 5 mil or
we
10
have
mil.
we have
like,
young stars who haven't even played 50% of their games.
yeah.
You can't
Joel
tell me you
Embiid
care.
is not playing.
Yeah,
And that
but
motherfucker's
supposedly
making money.
they've gotten fined where it's taken like a quarter or a half, almost half of their like earnings. So like, You know, it
But
balances out to an extent.
You
Yeah, I
can
did
never
pick
tell
it,
me
my
that
bad.
people like Ben Simmons or Zion Williams care about being in the NBA.
Zion was supposed to be the next LeBron. Where he
Like,
at?
that
He
shit-
make doubles.
I feel like
I think they holding him back because he's
Yeah,
been good now.
no, I was about
He's
to
been
say-
good over the last 2 years. He's had those little slight injuries, but dude's a freak athlete.
I mean,
I just remember
his
when he
stat
slid out
line
that
is still
shoe.
like, if you look at his
Yup.
stats are like, bro, the nigga's balling, but like it
Yup.
just seems like, but yeah, no, I think New Orleans, like he's still in New Orleans,
Yeah.
right? I think
Yeah.
they're holding him back
It's a
because
dumpster.
I remember watching an interview with him. He was like, yeah, nigga, I want to play, but like they told me
Yup.
like not.
Zion gonna be the
Facts.
first bust to average 25 points. Watch.
Yeah.
That's
But is that a
Something
bust?
that,
Like it's like
yeah.
statistically, is that a bust
Nah.
though? It's like nigga, now
He's a great player, but he's a
Yeah,
bust. 'cause
they're
he's
just gonna
trash.
keep him like they're
But
just gonna keep.
He's
him
like Charles
suppressed.
Barkley. He's just never gonna win anything.
But is it
He's
a
fire.
bust if like the team is like holding
Yeah.
them back?
Hey, that's
like,
a
is
good
that,
one.
Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
that's a good comparison.
like, do we still consider him a bust if it's like truly the team holding him back and like not allowing him to like?
Dude, okay, no one put chicken in his mouth and like
Yeah,
fucking
no,
food
that's
and
not. He's not.
pudding.
That's
I mean, but
not
look,
the
he-
case
he's
It's a
slimmer
anymore.
porn
now.
star thing though.
No.
He's slimmer now. Like he looks like
He's dude.
And,
Yeah,
and,
tell him,
and there's
tell
no
him,
bigger. Hold on
Tristan.
one second, because I wasn't here the last month. There's no bigger evidence of what I'm talking about than what happened with Luka Doncic. Because I wasn't here when that happened, but that is a prime example of what I'm talking about. And I don't dislike Luka, but they're probably not lying about him really not caring.
No,
All right, hold
they
on, guys.
finessed.
Hold on.
They
We,
finessed.
We have a call in right now
From
from
who?
Who's calling?
Sav. So let's turn him up and see if he's there. Yo, Sav.
What up, Sav?
Let's see. Let's see if we can hear him. I don't hear you, Sav. If you're not, he's coming in now. You got to mute your radio and listen to us on Discord. Vibe God
you hear?
says gang gang. Yeah, we hear you, Sav.
hey,
Yo, hey, talking about this NBA All-Star shit. The problem is these guys, like, they look at what the media talks about and how the media judges them, and it's all about rings, and it's all about how many chips you've won, how far you go in the playoffs. Like, these dudes, like, this shit, the All-Star shit never gets looked back on, you know what I'm saying? Like, caring about the All-Star game, it just doesn't get doesn't get talked about in the
It's like
grand
the Pro
scheme of their
Bowl.
legacy.
not anymore, but it used to.
It's like the Pro Bowl now. The
No,
Pro
how
Bowl
you
used to be cool.
perform on camera will always be judged. It's out there forever.
True.
I don't believe in that at all.
True.
If I see you
Okay,
out there
but,
playing like some bullshit, I will always remember that.
And Wemby didn't.
Like they like
Right,
I
but
feel-
we're forgetting that even back in the day, like Shaq and Kobe and LeBron in the early 2000s in the All-Star, like they were letting them do fucking like trick dunks, trick passes off the backboard. It's not like they were playing like hard defense.
Well, I mean,
None
of
of
course
these
you would,
dudes
'cause
are
no
like-
one wants to get hurt, but also
Yeah.
I think like back then they like kind of treated it like a pickup game, like a street ball game.
it
like
was
a
a real
ball.
it was a real game of basketball.
And like, bro, no, but like if you look back at it, bro, like niggas was hooping back then still. Like it's like
So-
you know, sometimes they let someone get off
Like
the
the
dunk. but that's
first two
just 'cause,
quarters were
you
like
feel
play
me?
around. But like once you
So-
got down to it, nobody
yeah,
wanted to
especially once the
fucking lose.
fourth quarter hit,
Yeah,
back in them
it's like you can
All-Star
tell,
games,
bro,
it was
like-
real basketball
Like
time.
you can tell
Even-
like double
I got
times.
an idea.
There is no
I wanna
ideas.
pitch.
There's really
There's no
yeah.
idea.
No,
Here,
no,
wait,
no. I got
Sav,
a good
make
idea.
$100
Hold on, let me
million
get in here.
men care.
Let me get in here. Vibe God says they're out there practicing. Who the hell want to watch
That's a
that?
fact.
They're not even
Hey, but
practicing.
no,
They're just
this-
fucking around.
This is a
It's
real
just like
idea.
some homies out there.
But it's like
This is
also
a
like
real
why would you
idea.
risk injury though for something like that? Like,
All right,
if you're
let's
going
let Sav
super
get
hard-
his
my
idea in
bad.
there, and then Sav, we're gonna move on from the topic. But thanks for
For sure.
calling in. So let's just get the
For sure,
the idea
for sure.
out there.
So in the MLB, the All-Star game determines who gets home court advantage or home field advantage in the World Series.
And they take that shit
So-
serious.
So in the NBA, what they should do is, because you can't get LaMelo Ball in the All-Star game because he's not going to care about who gets home court in the finals because he's not going. So they have two All-Star games. One that's just like whatever dudes that are like good in the NBA, like all around All-Stars. But then they have the real game where it's just the best players from the top 5 seeds from each conference.
That's not an
So-
All-Star game. That's just a really good game.
No, but it would determine
go back to East
home
and
court
West?
advantage. It would determine, yeah, but only the top 5 or 4 seeds from each team. So you get
Send
Evan
players.
Mobley, Garland, Mitchell. You'd get like J-Dub, Shea Gilgeous, LeBron, Luca. Like you get these guys who are going to care about who gets home court advantage in the finals because they actually have a chance to go. I think that's the only way you can make it competitive.
It's
Honestly.
interesting.
Nah, they're not gonna care.
Vibe God says, I have an idea for how to replace the Pro Bowl. Well, Vibe God, hop in our Discord. We'll bring you up. We'll bring you up for the chat
The
and
Pro
whatever.
Bowl?
All right, Sav, thanks for calling in.
And in
About to
football,
remove
it's just
you
too,
from the
it's just
chat.
too much. It's
Way too much.
Hey,
information.
Wait, hold on. You guys
Appreciate it,
want to
guys.
let's let Sav sign out, and then we'll could move on.
All right, appreciate it, guys. Enjoying the show.
Yes, sir.
It's
Listening.
outside.
Peace.
Later.
I feel like it's just as risky in basketball too, though.
Shout out to
Like, you
Sav
feel
for
me?
calling in to Will's Music House.
Football
Hell
is
yeah.
just too risky.
Will's House podcast. We're
You
doing
seen the
the
motherfuckers out there with the seizures
We're-
lately? It's
we're-
crazy.
we're doing the L of the week right now. We got a little sidetracked in that conversation. I think we were just on Innex's L of the week, right? We didn't
were.
get to Craig.
Yeah,
so.
because it is that big of an issue.
Damn.
Right, and that's
Damn.
cool because that's something we're going to talk about in the sports segment. We got that knocked out. We talked about the All-Star game. Shout out to the All-Star game. Really not shout out to that shit's ass. You know what I'm saying? Follow Seize the Night on Instagram, that
I was gonna
non-public
say,
figure. Speaking of him, what's your L of the week, Craig?
I was gonna say it was Brian sitting out the All-Star game and not even participating, but I mean, you got to come back to me. I got to think of another L since I can't say.
Yeah,
Brian,
because
it
you
was
know,
already
kind of
All-Star.
piggybacking off
Yeah.
the other shit. So we'll go to Tristan. What's your L of the week?
I don't know. I can't think of one right now.
Oh, I do got an L. Well, it's not the L of the week, but it's like the L of the month right now.
Yeah, okay.
Hell
And it's
mine.
streetwear. Streetwear is taking some crazy L's right
You see
now.
Supreme Summer and
Supremes?
Spring section though?
I like the shoes.
You see
I
Bathing
saw
Ape?
the shoes.
Bathing
I,
Ape?
I thought it was a good collection this for
Yeah, except for
summer
the
spring.
I did not check out
The
I haven't checked
SpongeBob
out
collab
Bathing
was
Ape
kind of
because
goofy.
in a
I like
while.
the racing jackets though.
Yeah,
but
the SpongeBob
you have to be like,
Supreme.
it's gotta be like a kind of like fit. I like the accessories they got this year for
Their
this select.
accessories are always good though.
Yeah, I don't know. I was pretty excited for the collection. The cardigan looks really good. They got some good jeans, so I thought it was kind of like dope.
But yeah, I was looking at Stussy and
Stussy's down bad right now.
it's
But vintage
looking
Stussy
ugly
is,
out here.
Vintage Stussy is taking such a high level. Like I feel like a lot of people are not trying to buy the new stuff. Everybody wants that old shit.
yeah.
don't know,
Good
man.
luck with that.
These are Stussy, but it's the purple label Stussy, so it's the
Yeah.
Japanese Stussy.
Which I think in Japan Stussy's
Yeah,
always going to
real
have
shit.
a like very hot market. But I think in the U.S., I think a lot of people are looking
I
towards
think they
the
got a
older.
new store coming out in New York or something. I think I saw too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right,
but-
hold on. We got another call in. We have
Oh.
we have Vibe God in the
Oh,
Discord
Big
on Will's
Vibe
Music
God.
House. We're about to get him turned up here.
That's who I've been trying to get to pull up.
All right,
I'm
we
trying
got
to
your
pull
mic
up.
on, Vibe God. You just
Yeah, I
gotta
need to.
unmute.
I do need
We
to
hear
pull
you
up. I do need to pull up.
All right, so you said you had an idea for the Pro Bowl. So let's get your idea, and then we'll get you out of here, and we'll react to that.
Talking ball.
Okay, so for the Pro Bowl, right? Instead of like them doing the like flag football little corny shit they've been doing, no contact anymore because nobody like plays for the love of the sport. We should take like the last two teams, especially if they're like the same record, and they're not playing anyway because the playoffs are over, and make them play for the first pick. Be way more entertaining.
Yeah, no, that's real
Damn.
shit.
So it'd be the
worst
Browns.
teams.
It'd be Browns versus
Tennessee.
Tennessee. I mean, we get another
Yeah,
game.
And then the week before the Super Bowl,
And you get
everybody would be competitive because they want the first round pick. It'll bring viewers back. You know what I mean?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
It would
I like
definitely
that
put
idea.
an interest to it.
All right, thanks, Vibe God. You want to shout something out before you get out of here?
Yeah. Shout out Innexh.
Hey, shout out Vibe, bro. Go check them out.
Hey,
on
shout
all
out this whole
platforms.
podcast. The whole lit. I'm about to watch the whole episode. I don't have anything to do.
All right,
yeah.
peace, bro. Thanks for calling
All
in.
right, peace.
Peace.
No, that'd be real,
Yeah,
bro.
Tristan.
But that's
Yeah.
I think
really not
that'd
the
be a
Pro
solid-
Bowl though. That's just another good game.
But then, yeah, you get
But
another game
I think if
of
you
football.
add it to what the Pro Bowl is, I think you just get more people to
Yeah.
view what is happening.
People will watch it though.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would watch it.
But could you convince the player? Like I said, the money is an issue. It's convincing the players to want to care about something like that.
Yeah, you think the players are going
Because
to
you
care
think a
to
35-year-old defensive tackle who
I don't
got
give a fuck about the first round pick.
I might even be here next year.
Yeah,
So.
I
Maybe
guess
they-
that's true.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they could
I don't know,
put a
but I
pay
mean,
with it
you
or
could just
something.
get the practice squads to do it.
Or
and just
you gonna ask somebody to pay for their replacement? Like, come on now. Like, imagine if you a quarterback and now they get the number one pick and they get the quarterback to take your place or whatever. So I don't know. It's gonna be weird. I don't think it's gonna. Oh,
coming
we got
up here?
special guest Will in the flesh.
Hey, it's Will on the Will's House podcast. We're over here live while Tristan sitting out. As it says, I'm not sure. We're just
Or
kind of going with
alternative
the flow. Yeah, I'm Tristan in the flesh right now. So, Craig, we were
didn't
talking
even
about
see
your
him get
L of
up.
the week. What do you say it was?
Oh, I was thinking it was just fashion,
said
especially for the spring
Fashion.
collection coming up, and it's
I
just
can
things
dig it.
are.
Oh, yeah.
Streetwear's been dead for like
things
it's
is
just
just
not
Streetwear,
good.
they got some. They got
Looking
some
good.
decent J's dropping.
I think streetwear.
Yeah, some good J's have
some
dropped.
good J's.
Yeah,
like,
that I'm not going. You know what? That is right. You are some
They
good
brought
J's.
the-
have
they
dropped.
brought
I've
the-
never hit
Hey.
one of these.
They brought the
Hey,
foams back.
for real,
Yeah.
for
The
real.
Galaxy foams.
Foams? They brought some
They got
foams.
the
Big foam
Jordan
guy.
5s, Jordan
Yeah,
1s.
no, the
they got
5s, the metallic 5s.
The
and
black,
shit.
dude, I didn't realize how crazy that was gonna go.
the Columbias
Hey, catch
came
this
out.
on Will's Live.
That's on,
All right, so
He hit the vape.
I tried the vape. The shit
Oh,
was
Jesus
disgusting.
Christ!
Oh, I never hit one of those
Hell
before.
no.
It was so gross.
He hit it
Never?
out of the pod. That's great. You about to get lightheaded.
All right, my L of the week for me, it's my turn now, is on the screen right now, that shit is not right.
I'm
Like,
not
look
sure,
at
I'm
it.
not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not
Well,
sure.
no, the I'm not sure is what it is. I'm really not sure of what we're doing right now. But
Our background tweaking.
I'm talking about see how the one us is like overlapping up here?
Oh
Right there?
shit!
You know, well, this was a test window. I only have one window that's just the cams, you know? So, like, if we do the pod like this, you guys on YouTube, do you like how this looks? Do you like this setup? We could have me at the table with the gang. I never sat here with them before. So,
This is true.
this is the Will's House podcast, willsmusichouse.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Will's house.
And,
Will's house.
What's it
You
called?
got it,
Follow
Al?
Rundown the Land.
Follow Rundown the
Hey.
Land.
We're
Yeah,
gonna run down the
follow
land in
Rundown.
a little bit. Don't forget to subscribe or join the Discord. You could call in like Sav and Vibe God just did. You can interact with the show live. You can see content early, up to 3 days early. We have a performance coming out Friday. You can watch right now in Discord.
You dig?
Right now in Discord. Discord's a cool app where you can join the community and get into the show and have a good time and see stuff early and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so L of the week. Brody, what's your L of the week?
Controversial L of the week. That fucking Drake and PNB project.
Wow.
That shit's not good.
See, you're gonna make me run back to the computer because I got tweets to pull up for this shit.
Yeah.
You give me a different L of the week, and we could talk about that later.
Damn. All right. Another L of the week.
What's Craig's got to say about that?
I don't really got another L of the week right now. That was
that
right-
was it.
That was on my
that's
mind.
a hard L.
That was
and
on
I
your
was
way. What were
passionate
you
about
listening
it.
to it on your way here?
I was not. I listened to it the day it dropped. I
You
listened to it one
Die
time
Trying
through,
on the way?
and it just wasn't hitting. Oh yeah, I'm listening to 50
I know
Cent.
Tristan wants to get in on this conversation.
I do
too.
have a theory about that album and how it came to be.
Explain.
Yeah, explain.
I think either PNB was creating an album and it wasn't going well, and he was like, Drake, get in on these songs, or Drake has like a collection of songs that he was trying to put together something, and he was like, this isn't going anywhere either. You know what I mean? Like, so let me try to throw. I figure like one of them was just like, let me just get one of us on here and make this work.
Now I will rebuttal because I do know someone who said they were like actively looking for beats specifically for this project.
Okay.
So they were actively knowing this was going to come together. Now, could it have been a scenario after the fact, like PNB was like, yo, hop on like one or two songs, and they were like, fuck it, let's just do a collab project? Possibly. But I also saw, I think T-Pain said it, he was like, it's all Lucy's. Like, it's just one-off songs they put together. It just didn't feel, I don't know, it just didn't seem
No,
like
I
it
felt
hit.
like somebody was trying something, and they were just
Yeah,
like
'cause
halfway through it, was just like, I would just do something
It's
else.
22 tracks, so like
lot
I
of
would
music.
say at least like 10 of it was like a project. 12 of it was like a project.
And they just
but
threw the rest on
The
there.
name of the project, it says some sexy songs for you.
Right.
So the way that music is now too, though, it's all playlists, it's all songs. Like it's not whole projects,
Right.
unless I guess you label it like that. So,
I just didn't feel like there
know?
was anything on that project that made me want to go back to it. Like, it was just like, I heard it once, that was it, and I was okay.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I felt like it all had. I'm not gonna say it had cohesion, but it, maybe you know how like how you
Hold
get a
up.
beat.
Wait,
this?
we got some chats to read real quick. I have to see. So Offsap
Whoa,
said
shit.
Watson would throw that game from when we were talking about the Vibe God suggestion, and then how is your hand going in their screen? Because we were sitting right next to each other. Vibe God, 3 decent songs, low key boring, says Offsav. Drake got to chill with the 21 track Johns with 5 okay ones.
Yeah.
Stole Freddie Gibbs' whole concept.
I saw that.
And then Hold on. And then we had the tweet.
What they mean by Freddie Gibbs' whole concept?
Well, hold up. We'll get into that. But then we had the tweet that Brody had. We have
Because that goes. I miss.
Brody, can you Craig? Can you read this tweet and then Brody will explain what's going on here?
Where it says it's an album?
Over here. Yeah. Is it?
Wait. I can't. Yeah. Hey, Kirko.
No, up top, above it.
That's my tweet.
Drake going outside again.
So what was going on in this tweet here?
So there was an artist from, I want to say, Toronto or at least a neighboring city. Wherever they shot the photo at is where this artist was from. He's probably got I think 16K followers on Instagram. But he came out and said Drake and PNB had reached out to him wanting to use this concept that he had already used in front of the building. And they were asking him to ghostwrite, which
yeah,
it's a story we've heard before. So to me, I wasn't fully sold on the story, but there is a picture of him in front of the buildings with the cover art. I don't know. It could just be a one-off thing. It's popular buildings, but if you have the proof to be they were trying to reach out to me to get my concept for me to do this and work with them, and you told them no, and then they still went ahead and did it.
Drake would do that.
Drake would do it because he's done it before.
That's how business. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
So,
if you don't have your shit lined up, unfortunately, that's what happens.
Shit to me this
that's
said
what
it's
happens with clothing all the time. That's what happens with designs all the time.
Yeah, I felt like it wasn't far fetched. So to say Drake going outside again is probably a little far fetched. I'm being a hater, but it's just funny that we've seen this story time and time again when it comes to a Drake project, and it's still happening.
Is it just the concept for the picture or the whole
that I didn't really look super deep into the whole.
Look at him out here just spreading anti-Drake propaganda, and he's just oh, I don't even know the whole story.
I saw the cover art and I saw the dude post I read his post where he had talked about it, but did I go deep into it to research oh my god, I gotta know? No, I didn't waste my time
So
that.
he was just
I read
tweeting.
what he put
was
out
just
there,
tweeting.
and I was I said, I'm taking it at face value. I'm just we've seen it happen before.
So
Drake's done it once, he'll do it again.
Will, can you pull the chat back up?
Which one?
Huh?
The chat.
It was the cover
It's
art.
gone now.
Basically, him standing in front of the
He
building.
said,
Well,
I'll read the chats.
And that's what I said.
It was one where it was it's 20 tracks or whatever
yeah,
and 5
okay.
good ones or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sam
I
said
feel like
that.
that's kind of the purpose of
Drake has mastered the art of putting out as many songs as he can and knowing at least 1 to 2 will take off.
Yeah, but it's not art, that's commerce.
Correct. Drake is at this point a commerce
Yeah,
artist where he's I could put out dog shit and people are still going to tune in. And there's at least going to be a collective of people that will find one song, and that's all I need.
All right, so before we move on from this topic, I want to go around the table one time and ask you guys, Drake and P&D's collab album, flop or overhated? And we're going to start with, on the left, Innexh.
Whoa, overhated.
All right, what about you, Craig? Flop or overhated?
I will go with overhated. It's the Kendrick thing. So I would go overhated.
All right, that's valid. What about you, Tristan? Flop or overhated?
I obviously did not listen to it, and I won't. But if people think it's a flop, a lot of people in my feed, people have been listening to that shit. So I've been seeing people post stories with the sound with
Yup,
the
exactly.
sub.
Every girl you follow right now.
Yeah,
all them girls you follow right now, putting
like-
that shit in their caption, using it on their story.
I
that
personally
shit.
Then it's really serving its purpose.
Yeah, get used to it.
if I did listen to it, I would personally probably hate every song just because I just don't like that type of music. But people have been using them fucking songs in their fucking
Do
posts.
you mean
and shit.
people or do you mean women?
I mean, it's
Both?
both.
Okay.
Dudes. It's
Yeah.
been dudes and girls. It's been.
Are those men, women? By chance.
Whoa!
There's
I
different
mean-
songs on the album.
I mean,
though.
it's definitely.
You seem to question it,
No,
so we
no,
will
no.
go with they are.
There's different kind of songs
no.
on the album
It's-
though.
it- the-
Nokia, that shit's crazy.
The people who
That's
haven't
the best
posted
song.
Nokia,
the people who I've seen just specifically in my following and shit, they are people who do listen to that type of music and a lot of mainstream shit. But nigga, it's a lot. I've seen people use them songs a lot. So
it's Drake.
I don't think
Drizzy.
like I said, I don't know the numbers. I didn't listen, won't listen, but I've been seeing the shit everywhere and hearing the songs just on Instagram. But
What's the over under on album sales? 100? 100K? Are we 100K first week on this?
I mean, yeah, probably, maybe.
Brody?
I mean, I would assume so.
Are you willing
just
to go
because-
100K first week on this?
What, the Drake project?
Yeah,
It's already
100K.
confirmed he's doing like 250.
250.
Yeah.
You hear that, Will? 250.
How long has it been out? It's been a boot.
I'm pretty sure like
Came out Friday.
The
Valentine's
projections are
Day.
going 250.
250?
That's what the projections
It gave
right now are.
it gave PND like some type of record, his first number one or something.
So-
Billboard.
Is Drake gonna sue his record label for that?
I mean,
Yeah.
if anything, he got paid though. That was also like it
It
served
is
its
projected
purpose.
to sell 250K copies.
Yeah.
the first
That's a lot of
week.
records
That's a decent
for a
number.
flop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's a flop. Like I said, it's not my cup of tea. But like,
Yo,
like,
wait,
that
wait.
shit- that shit
Can
don't seem like a
someone read
flop
the
to me.
chat? I missed it.
Chill.
Hell yeah,
He said niggas. Yeah, he is.
yeah. I
He
see it,
is.
Yeah.
That's
He
crazy.
spread it. Pause.
Wait, no. Tristan said he's not spreading hate this year. So
Oh yeah, I'm not. So no.
No hate.
I rebuke that statement.
True. True.
Yeah, I don't.
Hide behind your screen, spewing all this
I
hatred
used to
and
fuck-
ugliness.
I used to fuck with PND, like those first
back
like,
in the
couple
day.
things. Those were
Back
fire.
in the day,
Dude, they're
yeah.
amazing, and I
It's-
am not an R&B like person.
Some
but,
of
bro,
some
them
of this
shits
PND's
were
fire.
bangers. I just think like he just got all his sauce just like sucked up by Drake, and like his music's just been
He got
shitty
stuck in the sweatshop.
ever
Pause.
since.
Yeah.
I got stuck in that sweatshop.
Or what if he's just one of those artists that doesn't care too much? Like he's like, I'm gonna always get
Bro,
praised.
he
you
probably
read
Yeah,
that
makes
chat?
exactly.
so
Shit,
Shit, I'll
money
take the
off
bag.
Rihanna
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
bro.
he's
What-
just like, I'm
hey.
gonna just chill. Like I don't
He
have to
said they
worry
caught
about
317
nothing.
of what?
can you read that chat, Craig?
Hey, yeah,
The
that's
Drake
what I like to
fans
see,
called
Sam. That's the
GNX
truth. That's the truth.
317
Hey,
a flop.
come on, one at a time, please.
How long did
The
that
Drake
take?
or what you want?
First week he did
All right,
317.
come on. Can you guys let Craig please read the
My bad.
chats?
My bad.
Where you want me to start with?
The Drake fans one, yeah.
The Drake fans called GNX 317K a flop. So that is true.
And then the next one.
But Nokia, the best song Drake put out in years. I don't know if
That's a
true.
stretch. That's a stretch. That's a big stretch.
The album
There's a
Mega
few good
Forgettable
songs
though.
on
Yeah.
Why is it a stretch, Brody?
I think he's put out other really good songs.
Like what?
I can't tell you. We have gone over this. I don't know song
Will, don't
names.
do this, Will.
I do not know song names. I could tell you like there's definitely a couple songs off his last few projects that I still go back and listen to. I would
You
have,
have to define years.
I would say his
Is that
last
5 years? I feel like when he says years,
I
I'm
would say
thinking
it's like what
5.
last 3 projects. I would say there's memorable songs out there that are definitely a lot better than what Nokia was.
All right, and then we have 2 more L of the weeks. Or is that who's on Brody now?
That was mine.
Okay,
That was
so
mine. we're done.
All
Can I
right,
say
so we're
one more
done.
thing about that?
Yeah,
I'm,
one more
I'm
thing
reading,
before
I'm
we
reading
move
this
on.
article, and it says the album is expected to debut at number 1 on the Billboard
Yeah.
200.
No, for sure. It's for sure gonna go
So,
number
like,
1. It's Drake.
I wouldn't call that a flop.
Oh yeah, that's what we were doing.
But they did say this is like his 5th lowest like selling.
It's it wouldn't been one of his lower
You could have
ones.
left that out for now.
But it's Drake. He's always gonna go. He's more than likely always gonna go
Yeah,
number
like,
1.
dude, it's
He'll
like-
sell 200K because everybody's gonna listen to the project
Yeah, it's
at
a
least
given.
once.
It's like automatic. Like I feel like it's like kind of like a
100%.
given. So like
Yeah.
obviously like it's gonna like do numbers because it's Drake releasing an album, and especially like with Party Next Door. You know what I mean? I almost
worst
listened
part-
to it. I almost listened to the album, but I just knew that it wasn't gonna be like the old Party
you knew
Next
you were about
Door.
to text your
Hey, I do
ex.
got a question.
I just knew it wasn't gonna be like the
You
old
knew you
Party
were
Next
about
Door.
to
I
call
got
your
a quick
ex-girl.
question, Will, before we end Drake. So Drake is nearing 40.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly,
Do we
Craig.
get into phase 2
of what? Phase 2 of what?
of the Drake?
I think he's gonna pull Future, and him and Future are gonna keep rapping what they be rapping
ju-
about because it works.
He
But I
dropped a
feel like
Spanish song
Future's
on
is-
this project
That
and
was
a country
awful.
song.
That was that Spanish song was ass.
But
That was the
I
worst
think
thing.
About the
Future is
country
different
song.
because we've seen multiple Futures already.
Yeah, we have.
Pretty much
Yeah.
since 20.
But Future's still going. Future and Metro didn't.
But
that
how
shit do
old's Future?
numbers?
Future's over in 41, ain't he?
Yeah, Future's over 40.
Yeah, exactly.
But you got to remember.
But no one questions Future when he still raps about this
But
shit.
you got to remember, he goes through different phases.
And
Drake
he-
has kind of been this one thing since.
He has receipts for it too,
2012?
though. That's
All
the
right.
thing, though. Future has
all
his
right,
receipts
listen.
for
I
the
just
girls.
think with
Listen,
Drake,
hold
like
on.
nigga, that's his life. He raps about his lifestyle. That nigga's rich. He's fucking hoes.
and gambling.
Rich
Yeah,
hoes,
and like,
rich
I
hoes
just
or
think
known
like he's
ho-
rapping
like,
about
super,
like his
super-
lifestyle. And like I don't think that's gonna
so,
change. Like
so you say
right.
there's no phase 2.
All right, I'm
I
gonna
mean,
land
there-
the plane.
he might go back to like
I'm gonna-
some was it so
Well,
far
take that
gone?
back. We're in phase 2. Is there a phase 3?
No,
That's
I
what
mean,
to
probably
say.
not. It might just get like he might like turn into like a little bit of a hold and like make some more player like not corny like shit, but like
I think corny is the aesthetic.
he's still gonna like he's still gonna like rap about this shit because this is like his lifestyle. I think his music reflects like what his lifestyle is, bro.
Will tried to cut us off, and we just kept it rolling.
All right. There we go. I was trying to land the plane. I tried to interject for like the last minute and a half.
You can't
trying to land the plane. Yeah, Drake, that's cool. Whoa, that sounded crazy.
I've heard that a few times.
Holy shit.
That's crazy. That was because of this.
Oh, was
The
it
vape.
really?
That's
Oh yeah,
wild.
and while
Blinker?
Tristan, while you were gone, I hit a couple blinkers off that thing. I never hit one of those before, so I was blowing the smoke ring.
He's
just so you
tweaking.
know.
Blinkers,
This
Blinkers,
is his
Will's
favorite.
House Live.
But
What's a
so
blinker? Wait, what's a blinker?
Where you hit it till it blinks.
yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
All right, so
doing
we
that.
just spent an hour on the highlight reel, so I really needed to land that plane.
Whoa,
and
that's
we need,
crazy.
I know we need to move on to our next segment, which is Twitter fingers. I don't have a
Bust
bumper
me
for this,
down.
so we're gonna start
Whoa.
with.
Hide behind your
Pause.
screen, spewing all this hatred and ugliness.
Damn.
All right,
crickets.
so we're gonna start with our first Twitter fingers, and we're gonna have Craig read this one, and then we're gonna have said Twitter
tweet
finger
is it?
explain.
Oh, it's Innexh.
All right,
Marriage wild these days. Not even social media wise like the real life shit. That shit wild now.
what's this about?
Will
said that
even
shit. Wow.
Will set that up because isn't
Did
yeah Will
Brody have a
set that
shout out?
up.
Shout out Volume 8, whoever that is.
Did Brody have a shout out?
I'm going to shout Volume 8 out.
Damn, okay, shout out
My
Volume.
dog.
Future on. All right. Well, anyways, about this tweet. I mean, dude, shit is crazy. Women are crazy these days. I don't know.
Crazy in what way?
Oh, shit. You're married.
That's what I'm saying. Will
Oh.
set that up. Crazy.
Oh, shit. I didn't even realize that. Yeah. Oh, my
Will
God.
set
Yeah, let's
that
go.
up Crazy.
Wait, what?
I had to put two and two together. I'm like, none of us are married here. And then I looked at Craig. I was like, oh, yeah, we got one. We got one.
I thought Rob was just dropping the he was married. I totally misunderstood. I was like, Rob's not married. What
Will,
the
you
fuck?
over there really smoking?
Yeah.
Tweaking. Them blinkers.
Sorry, I'm just.
yeah.
All right,
getting
but
this shit together.
yeah, elaborate for me.
Yeah, elaborate.
Women can be, I guess. I
So-
don't know if the word is promiscuous. Well,
Ooh.
no.
Oh,
We know that. I guess devious.
oh.
Devious, damn.
So it's
I
not
guess
it's not like
devious.
the idea of marriage and like, you know, going through the process and like being, it's just like overall women don't just like, they're just devious for marriage.
No, I mean women can be devious. I guess that
Oh,
would be
okay.
the proper way to put
I
it.
think
is-
like
and you, if you can recognize that, you should definitely, you know what I'm saying, get the fuck away.
Because I just hate
Like,
the idea of marriage. Like I think the concept of like
a contract.
the contract, yeah.
Yeah.
Like why should I have to, you know, go through this process to be like, I love this woman, whatever the case may be.
But that's legally married. You can get married in the back of your house
I guess you're right.
and put a piece of string around
I
your
guess in
finger.
like today's age, most women probably think like, I want the paperwork done. I want the legally married. To me, like, I don't legally married. Fuck that. We could get married. We just don't need to go through the legal process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I guess like my tweet was just like how people want to be on social media portraying, you
Right.
know, like
It's
the
you know,
perfect family, whatever type lifestyle when it's 100% not.
Yeah, but everybody- I
and
mean,
they're doing
Everybody-
and they're
though.
doing stuff
Right.
as well.
Social media
You
isn't for
know,
the bad
like-
times, though. You know that. Come on now.
Yeah. No, and that's just wild because it's like it's not just the people that have 30K, 60K followers.
It's
Like
anybody.
It's regular people. You know what I'm saying? Like.
yeah, well, like, but like, why would you want to project like the shitty part of your marriage? Like, why would you want to like project like all the fucked up shit that happened?
Well,
you only
Like, why
want
would
to
you
see the
wanna-
good shit.
No, they like try to not, I guess,
Make
like
it better than it
monetize.
is?
No, but it's
Oh.
like, you know, not like monetize, but like, you know, like that's just their way of getting their likes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their like
Yeah,
social
that shit's
media.
a niche.
You know,
like, bro, that shit's a
Like,
niche.
Some
Like,
people like that shit.
And
But-
people need
Yeah.
that dopamine.
Say yes to the dress is a
They
good
need
It's
TV
that,
just-
show on
that
TLC.
reaffirmation
the whole
that what
point,
they're doing is
the
good.
whole point of the tweet, you know, is just like if you can recognize, like, I guess the red flags, definitely move away from that, no matter what, bro. Like that's
Well,
like
yeah,
my
that's just-
message.
All right,
just
perfect.
in
That's a
general.
perfect end to that topic. We're gonna move
That's
on to
my
our
message.
next Twitter fingers, and we're gonna have Tristan read this one, and then
I don't know how to
Set-
read.
What
then
Twitter?
said Twitter finger will explain.
I missed the era when Yachty was rapping on Burberry Perry beats.
A good time. It was the best Yachty project he had was those first two.
I mean, that whole like era of music was just like great and nostalgic. But I think his music now is fucking like great. Like his music's been like, I don't know.
I think his last his experimental project was okay.
Yeah, he tried to
was
make
good.
like an MGMT album. It was pretty decent.
I understood the concept.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
really
even know
decent.
he dropped a recent album.
Yeah,
But the singles I be hearing like on like Instagram.
I will
and
say
shit,
that
those have been like good.
Yeah.
And I don't even listen to that type of music, but
he's had a
it's
few
fire.
loose singles that I thought were good, where he dropped like a 3-pack here and there, and there was one or two like I liked. His last full project I truly liked though was the Michigan Boat Boy project. I think like that whole entire Detroit style project was
that's pretty good.
It was good. I feel like a lot of people try to say it's in bad taste because he made one Detroit style project and then just kind of switched up. But I think it was
Drake-ish, but you know, do what you got to do.
I felt like he did it in a good way where he literally took the whole project has features from almost everybody from Detroit.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
So it
Try to put on for the.
it was very
for
tasteful,
what
and
you were influenced by.
I feel like he did put on for Detroit in a way that I feel like they would have been fine without it, but it gave it that extra bump to where it just took off faster. Is what I felt. But yeah, I think Yachty's first couple projects, the Burberry Perry era, the whole entire sailing team, the original sailing team with like Cody Shane and Chubba, I think that was just like
So he needs that producer back.
not enough shine. You know what I'm saying?
One of Yachty's best songs is that song with him and Party Next Door.
That's which one?
That's
There's a song with
crazy.
him and Party Next Door, and that song is fucking amazing.
Best Yachty song is Minnesota by far.
That's off the best project. The best project
But
he had.
I do want to say one
thing
thing about Yachty. Beefing with a girl on the internet is bad look.
It
It's
looked
He needs to
terrible.
stop that immediately. So if
Yeah.
that's still continuing, please
I don't think
let
it
that
is.
go.
Who was he
Yachty.
beefing with?
Caribou.
One of the girl
Oh,
who's in the
yeah.
He
skirt.
was like
Concrete
writing
Boys.
for.
That's what he said.
All right, and then so that was cool. I know we need to move on to the next one because this one
More Twitter fingers.
might be a little more drawn out. So we're gonna have Innexh read this one,
Will.
and then we're gonna have
Chill.
Brody explain it.
Oh, okay. Having to argue with the old heads today on how Kendrick's halftime show was one of the highest levels of rap/hip hop performances you will ever see is gonna be the death of me.
And then Vibe God also says, "Man, get the fuck out of here." That opinion on Minnesota.
It's a good song though.
Facts. Let them
Cold
know.
like
about it.
Minnesota. But yeah, I say this in the way that I have heard that
Yeah, I
one.
don't
It's
know
been
what
that's an
album-
OD one.
It's old as fuck.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
like,
because it has the RD. Well, that's a SoundCloud has the RD still in it. But it's the mere fact that
You see,
Kendrick performed, I feel like, at a very high level compared to like any of the rap shows I've seen, like festival wise, just regular shows, whatever it is. Performing at the Super Bowl, no backtracks. You're doing choreography the whole entire time. Your breath work is on point. It's very high level, and to put in the effort to not only rap your music, but to throw skits into it and make everything tie together. Granted, it is a Super Bowl performance, but every time I've seen him, it's been that way almost, where he does skits, he has no backtracks, he just goes all the way through it. And to do that for a solo show where it's 45 minutes to an hour is insane. And then to only do it for 15 minutes just on Super Bowl with full choreography and you're dancing up and down the whole entire field is a high level of artistry. And that's what I mean by it's probably the highest level of rap or hip hop performances anybody will see, because most old heads aren't going to see a rap show, like especially like back in the 30s. Like it's not like how it was back 30 years ago, 25 years ago. It wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 Cent got up there with a mic and was rapping, and like motherfuckers was like, yeah, this is that shit right there. Bone Thugs got up there and was just rapping.
Tristan, did you see the halftime show?
yeah, I watched it.
And that's, you know what I'm
What'd
saying?
you think about it, Tristan? Yeah, what you guys got any pushback to Brody, or you agree with him?
I mean, I don't really have an opinion on it. I mean, I think it was cool. I thought it was funny when he did They Not Like Us, and he was just like, "Hey Drake," and like just look right in the camera,
Like
that's
broke the fourth wall.
Yeah,
a
that
bit.
shit was hilarious, bro. I thought that was funny, but I don't know, like that. I feel like the performance was cool and like it was, you know what I mean. But like, first of all, it has $1 million fucking behind it. It better be good. But also, I mean, I get that, like, you know, like the average football fan is, you know, like it's probably just some like older white dude who doesn't listen to rap music, and like And I don't know. I feel like someone like Kendrick, who's like so pure rap, to like rap the shit that he's, you know, his most recent shit. I don't know. I feel like it didn't resonate with a lot of people, and I feel like that's why a lot of the hate's coming with it.
And I think that's
but like I fully understand that though. Like it's like I fully understand like how people are like, bro, like I'd rather see fucking like Taylor Swift or someone like for something like the halftime Super Bowl. Like I'd rather just like
see Rihanna.
Yeah, or like, you know what I mean, like an artist who's more like.
You remember when they had Katy Perry like flying through the sky and her shit, like riding a giant lion?
Sabrina Carpenter.
It's
like someone.
It's like too soon for her though. Like she'll do that shit in like 3 or 4 years.
They should get her turn.
But like I think it was dope.
They did have Beyonce. That's what I'm saying. Like Beyonce shit looked like a fucking movie. Like I don't know if you guys remember her shit. Like,
but you gotta remember they have to pay. Like the artists pay for almost that whole entire thing themselves.
I thought
didn't Beyonce
it's
perform
promo,
on
and that's
Christmas
what it is.
or some
But you
shit?
still pay
When
for
did
everything.
Well,
Beyonce performed on Christmas.
No,
or
she did a Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Yeah.
No, she did something for football on Christmas. Yeah, when they
this year.
Oh, did she?
Bro, that shit was amazing.
Yeah, on
that shit was
Netflix.
better than the halftime show. Like that shit was crazy.
Well, like her halftime show is really good, and that's so. With the Kendrick performance, when I first watched it, I was super underwhelmed by the staging and like the way the audio was
mixed. I was
mixed.
gonna say the audio did not sound good.
Yeah, I will agree.
But later, like understanding the staging and like the subliminals they tried to put in there, it was really good. But you're serving an audience who's like gonna watch this shit once usually, except for your fans. Like the Kendrick fans watched it back and they got locked in and shit. But I feel like a lot of the shit went over everyone's head.
Yes,
I thought it was funny. Like when they did the flag, like it's kind of like an appeal to most like Americans to be like, oh, that's patriotic. This is raw. But like there's like the undertones and the messages to the whole performance.
Right.
So
and there was a protester, wasn't there?
Yeah, someone pulled out the Palestine flag or some
but
shit.
you know what's crazy? Somehow
And
they
Sudan.
like, dude. Somehow they're able to like, it was like it's live. So just somehow they're able to like not show him. Like that shit was crazy.
We had to see it after.
Yeah, so no one saw that shit. Like you know what I mean, watching it live.
Like my biggest gripe was he didn't play the hits like his like.
I mean, he played humble. Like what? You
but
want?
like you
he
didn't
play not like us. He just won 5 Grammys.
It was definitely a victory lap.
And
like the peekaboo was cool. That was probably the best
I like
part
that.
of the whole thing when they were going
yeah.
around in the circle. That was probably the best part of the staging.
Like I said, I feel like he could. There was a lot of other songs like you didn't play Money Trees, you didn't play like you didn't even play Good Kid, Mad City. Like
you want to play swimming pools? Like you think that shit would go at the Super Bowl for real though?
But like when you like
Probably
any
so.
casual is gonna know that album.
Yeah.
Any casual is gonna know that song, and that's what I'm saying. It's like,
dude, more people would know the
like
songs that he
GNX, like
played.
Squabble Up.
Yeah, like
that
more
song is-
people would know that than that shit. Do you have to think Kendrick is like he's big mainstream, but he's still kind of like a niche artist. Like you know what I mean? Like the average person at the Super Bowl who's you know what I mean? Like not.
I don't think he's a niche artist.
Niche in an audience like that. Like
I'm gonna
bro,
read,
like
I'm gonna read the chats real
rich
quick.
white dudes there. Like they probably heard their fucking kids play.
I'm gonna
all
read the
his
chats
newer
real
songs.
quick. That
Not his old shit. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna read the chats real quick. That overproduced pop star stuff is cool, but I like Kendrick and then was like, nah, this is a rap show. Keep it simple. Kendrick being Kendrick didn't try to go crazy pop star with it.
And that's dope. And I like that
And,
he did that. But the you know, I think when people are saying like it wasn't a great performance, it's because like it didn't appeal to fucking everybody. You know?
Wait a sec. Hold up. I literally just like preemptively previewed the next tweet. I don't know if any guys read that shit in the background. So we're going to move on from this, and we're going to get our next Twitter fingers in, and we're going to have Craig read this one, and we're going to have Innexh explain what he was talking about. Vibe God saw it. He was paying attention. All right, next Twitter fingers. Craig?
I'd rather hear.
All right, Craig?
I'd rather hear about Jerkmate's rank than Brazzers is free.
What the fuck
was you
does that
thinking?
even mean?
Nobody's hip about Jerk Makes, right?
Is that a real thing? I thought it was just memes.
No, it's right.
What
do you mean
does it
ranked
mean?
like what?
It's ranked. Like there's
Like competitive-
levels.
Yeah, competitive jerking,
competitive
dude.
jerking.
that's
yeah, dude.
1v1s.
That's bold.
That's wild work.
But
bro.
all right,
You gotta be dedicated to the cause.
Yeah,
That would be a high honor though to be like ranked. Like, that's a great honor.
Wait,
bro.
I've been meaning to tell you about this.
I
'cause
couldn't
I
pre-
figured this is your kind of game.
I
Like,
always
it's-
thought it was just memes. I didn't know they were actually fucking doing that
Leaderboards.
shit.
They're making it real.
Bro,
There's
like,
no fucking
What are you
way.
t-
you
Wait,
show up to the
time out.
office and you're like, yeah, I'm number
Time
one this week.
Out. Wait. Ranked in what way? I'm confused.
Hey,
Like ranked
chill.
off
All
of
right.
time?
Like your goon time.
Yeah,
how much
goon
time you spend
like,
gooning.
maybe how much money you spend on that shit. Is
I
that
don't
shit
know.
free? Like how the fuck?
Hey, how do you
Who's our
know?
top spender?
I mean, I've just been seeing the memes. I've just been seeing the memes.
Dude, they're gonna
bro.
have to like start
Like,
KYCing now. People are about to get like doxxed.
They are. I think they are KYC.
Because they have to, so they have ranked. Like, you know what I mean? They have to make sure like fucking the top gooner isn't fucking 15.
Could you imagine you just chilling with someone and
Yeah.
they like, yeah, dude, I hit top rank in jerk mates this weekend? I'd be like,
Or it's like, yo, I need like, you're
Like,
like,
can you pull an
you're like-
article, please? I want to see if this is.
I'm like
actually
scared to
real.
even Google this
So,
stuff.
be a little
the whole
bitch,
point
man.
is
That's
too.
wild.
The whole point is
how
too.
do they rank
I'm
you?
about to Google.
The whole point of the tweet as well. The main point of the tweet is because I'm tired of always seeing those fucking ads of Brazzers
No,
is
wait,
free
they're
every
really-
10 seconds.
I'm
bro.
not gonna click this shit and show the screen, but I like looked it up for an article. On the actual Jerkmate website, there's Jerkmate ranked. Play the game. It's all about speed and stamina.
who can nut the
Watch
fastest?
the
No.
jerky climb the ranks.
Hey,
That's
I'm
what it
just-
says.
I'm just letting
freaky
people
as
know.
hell.
Bro, this just says FAP share win. FAP per second.
Do you get like rewards and shit?
FAP per click. It looks like it's a game. Like it's like you have a character and you click. I don't, bro. What the fuck?
All right, so yeah, to be completely transparent, I want to say it's like a little mini clip game, like like type shit. Like it's just like
This is wild.
there's no like actual like weird shit going on. It's just the way their name is of their company,
They're like,
and they
damn.
made like a little mini game like you would
Dude.
just play on their
you
website.
guys-
Johnny 455 got 6
Do you
seconds.
guys
I'll
want to
beat
hear
it.
the ranks, the names?
Yeah, let's
Yes.
hear
All
I'd
right.
rather not.
So bronze beater,
Vibe guys got top 250.
Sil-
so y'all know.
silver stroker,
Silver stroke.
golden gooner,
Golden
emerald edger, platinum puller, and grandmaster baiter.
it. That's
the top rank.
That's crazy.
The Grand
that's
Masturbator is
insane.
definitely an older person for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
They're 40 plus.
That's
for
low
sure.
coded.
Vibe God says,
shit.
"Don't do it. It's gonna fuck your whole algorithm up. I might have to play off of the burner account." Yo, I knew you did your research. We used to fight wars. Now we're
That's
on Jerkmate
crazy.
ranked.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like it's like a little mini clip game. I don't think it's like
That's bold.
So Rob's
Thanks.
locked in with that, and I think that's the
Hell
perfect
yeah.
time to get into
Yeah.
our
You gonna
music
stream it?
segment.
Yep. Oh, whoa,
wild.
pause.
like
You're
I'm playing it right now.
You're
Yeah, it's
watching-
like a game.
You gooning?
Dude, no, you just
He's
click,
always
you just
been
click
gooning.
the screen.
All
This is
right,
fucking
all
dumb.
right, all right, all right. You're watching the Will's House podcast, and that was the Twitter finger segment. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, join our Discord to see content up to 3 days early. We have a performance in there that's not live yet. That will be live on Friday. If you want to see that, that's with Joe Y and Saro. And so we're gonna get into our music segment, and we did talk about some of the stuff like Drake and PNB's whatever collab album, Flop or Overhated, and we talked a little bit about the Super Bowl performance. So I want to do the first thing for the music segment, and we're just gonna run down the land
Shit.
with Brody.
This is my shit
Here, wait,
right here.
I hold on. I feel bad. Hold on. Let's. You were sipping. Let's.
My bad, my bad.
All right. You're watching Will's House podcast, willsmusichouse.com, and we're gonna run down the land with Brody.
This is my thing right here. We run down the land. Make sure you go check out the Instagram. We popping over there. We got like 200 followers, so we grow every time I come on here. That's what I like to see. But yeah, we're gonna get into some shows first. So I got a handful, some good stuff. February 21st at Brothers Lounge, we got Morning After, The Days, and Quick Mystery. I thought that was a pretty dope show. February 21st, Jack Lutz and Who Saved Who are open up for JD at the Beachland Ballroom. Yeah, that's like a interesting show. I haven't been to the Beachland Ballroom in a while, but it's a good venue. Their sound's a lot better. It was
Hold
really
on,
bad
just
for a
wait.
minute.
Pause for 1 second. Let me get this chat off the screen while we do run down the lane.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a wild chat, and we don't need that on our Instagram reel. Vibe God. Rob's locked in with that, says Vibe God.
You dig?
All right, Brody, you can continue.
Yeah, this is our page right here, so go follow it. Yeah, support us. We like that. On the 22nd, Bright Winterfest is in the East Bank Flats. Big festival. It's outside, so bundle up. It's probably going to be cold. I'm a little nervous. Janari Komet, Chelsea Pastel, Will Cherry, Wish Queen, a lot of other artists. They're going to have 5 stages, I believe. So yeah, shout out to Will Cherry on that one, tossing me a free ticket. So I'm gonna be in there, hopefully not freezing to death. Yeah, I'm gonna stay warm. I'm gonna get the hand warmers, I think. I also got on February 23rd, Charity Cunningham is opening up for Alt Bloom at the Beachland Tavern. Big fan of Charity Cunningham. I saw her a few months back. She's really, really good. Just good voice, good singer. So really enjoy her. So definitely go check that out. This one I saw right before I came on here. They just posted it. So also on the 23rd at the B-side, or B-side Coventry, I should specify. Toby Raps and All the Hype and Astro Housefly are playing a free show. So if you want a free entertainment and free vibe, go check that shit out. It's going to be a good time. This was a show I really enjoyed. It's an all-female lineup, which I really respect. But Innexh is presenting Planet Her, which is on the March 6th, and that's going to be at the Grog Shop. So Deasia, Simone, Sierra Delaney, and Poison's going to be doing a DJ set. So if you want to go support the ladies in the community, definitely go check that out. Catch a vibe. It's going to be a good one. And then we got some good music this week. Curly Chuck, he just dropped the visual for his newest song, February, which is super dope. He got a cowboy hat on it, which I think is raw. Shout out to the cowboy hats.
Shout out to Chuck, too.
Yeah, shout out to Chuck, for real. My dude Sherrod Brown from Lorraine just dropped his R&B project, Love Jones. I was just at the album release party on Saturday. He sold that shit out. It was really good. He did really, really good. Yeah, he just made it a whole atmosphere. Sherrod's got like a church voice, so it's super smooth. It just hits you right there. It resonates with you. So the whole project's really good. There's raps on there, but it's, you know, that good R&B soul. So I really enjoyed the project. He does a really good live performance. So yeah, it was a dope time, dope experience. And then for Willshouse Live and RundownTheLand, Westside Low came up there and performed his latest song, Seals and Loft, for us, which is heavy on the bars. Great wordplay on Westside Low. But yeah, definitely check it out. We just posted that last week. We got more coming. The interview's up. The live performance is up. And yeah, just keep up to date with RundownTheLand. There's so much other shit that was happening in the city. We repost everything. So if I didn't mention it, I apologize. I try to just get as much as I can. I try to cover all the genres just to give everybody, you know, whatever they like, they can see, they can go see. But yeah, definitely go check it out. There's probably something happening everywhere at every venue, probably every day for the next like 2 weeks, at least on the weekends. That's what I saw. But yeah, shout out to Bobby Boucher. He was playing in, what is that, Dallas? I thought that was raw. You know, it's just Cleveland people, you know, making their ways out and, you know, playing other cities. And I think that's super sick to see like one of our local DJs going out there to Dallas and doing his thing. But yeah, we repost everything. So definitely check us out. Follow the page. Keep up to date with what RundownTheLand is about and what we got going on.
Just running through some of these events.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We
That
try to keep it.
Project Melodies 4 up there.
Oh, Project Melodies 4 was super sick. Super good project. Shout out to Rip Flames, though. I knew he wasn't going to disappoint off that. I was like ready for it. The last project I still listen to and I really enjoy. But yeah, Project Melodies 4 definitely hit. It might have hit more for me than the Drake project, to be honest with you.
Man, damn.
I'm gonna be. I really did not like that project.
Wow.
I'm gonna end it there.
He's standing
I'm sorry,
on
Will.
business. No, is we there yet, Will?
And motherfuckers can't come out here and be like, Brody's a big Drake hater. He don't like Drake. I went and paid the money to go see that dude live twice.
Yeah, I'm just playing, bro.
But yeah, I'm being a hater on this one
on the
project.
project, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So don't try to come at me like, oh, Brody just hates fucking Drake. He's a Kendrick fan.
Yeah.
That's a lie. I appreciate both.
What else you got in your bag? Like, let's dig deep, you know? Because you almost forgot Project Melodies 4. I was, like, waiting for you to bring it up. And I was like, did he forget this shit?
You know,
You're the big fucking fan.
We had talked about it last episode. I know it just dropped on the 16th, so we probably should get into it. But, like, I was just trying to keep it super simple. I don't want to sit here and talk everybody's ear off with 40 shows, 40 different drops. I want you to go, follow Rundown.
But we got to
Land.
talk about this RIPP Flames project because you and Innexh are like actually fans. Like Innexh, you listen to this shit?
Did
yet?
you listen?
I did listen to. I got a few tracks in.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I only got a few tracks in. I've had a lot of shit
Is it
going on this
is it
week.
like the Sexy Drill project or like what's
No,
different about it from the
it's-
last shit?
It's like pure R&B.
It's like I'm not gonna say. I mean, if you've heard RIPP Flames, to me it sounds like OG like fire RIPP Flames. Like it's just like melodic hip hop. Like it's like melodic, like rap, or like he's still telling his stories, or just like still like
He really kept
expressing himself as well. But
he stuck to what the Project Melody series was, and he kept that same vibe going into 4. So that's what I liked about it. I listened to it on my drive into work, and it's super smooth. It's that early morning shit. It's not nothing too crazy, but it's like enough to get me going, and I'm like, yeah, this hits right.
Yeah, no, he's super creative. I mean, I always thought he should be like way more, I guess, known or like just way more popular or something like that. So I don't really know what's going on. That I don't know if the algorithm's hating or something, but I just thought Rip Flames should definitely be a
pretty
more
big
known
following.
name.
The one thing I noticed though is because I use Spotify, he has 2 different Spotify pages.
Yep, and he has the same thing with YouTube. He doesn't
So-
have like an official.
Yeah, so I was
YouTube.
curious if something happened there where he like moved his stuff or whatever. So I don't. That was what I thought was weird because I noticed
Yeah.
that the other day when I was trying to look for his old music, and I was like, did he, get rid of his old music? And then I saw he had 2 pages, and I was like,
Yeah,
this is weird.
Conspiracy.
Yeah.
it seems like he's been like, I guess, posting more like.
His content
Yeah,
is definitely
just
up
like putting
because he
out
posted
more
a lot
music and
like
more
of
content.
clips and snippets for Project
Yeah.
Melodies 4.
Yeah, he was in like a little movie recently, like a little like Tubi movie or something like
Really
that.
on
Oh, really?
Tubi?
Yeah.
I did
he was
not
in
peep
like some
that.
Cleveland. Yeah, I want to say it was like all Cleveland people. Like he
Hey,
was in,
Tubi
like, a
get
Tubi-
money. They had the
It
Super
was
Bowl.
it was either I think he was in it and they might have used the song. I think he was in it and they might have used
Don't
one
be
of his
hating,
songs
yo.
type shit. So shout out Rip Flames. Like that's why I fuck with him too. Like I've just always seen him like trying to just do his thing no matter what. Like yeah, there might not be a lot of music and like periods of time, but like he's still like being creative.
Put up the
in
movie.
some
See if
way.
my cousin did it. It was probably Ray who did it.
Let's see.
Probably.
And then Brody, is there like any other releases or something that you're like that you were more plugged in with, like the Rip Flames project that you want to talk about, or anything that's top of mind for you guys?
Off the top of my head, the only other project locally that I've been super tapped into was Sharad's Love Jones. Like I said, I've been on a big R&B kick, so like to me, like Rip Flames hit, and then Sharad like came in, so it's like 2 projects that I'm so used to just listening to straight rap and mumble rap and bars, and I'm just like, damn, it's hard to find good R&B music nowadays.
This
but-
is what came up. Scam Likely.
Was it all Cleveland?
I don't know. It says it's starring Buddy Vaughn, Rip Flames, Alex Brookins, Mayana,
2022.
Head Huncho,
Who
Sean
reco-
Adams, and David Snyder.
Damn, I'm not hip to that.
Scam
I stay hip, bro. I be peeping shit.
You gotta be careful. I don't know what's about to happen here.
I don't think. I mean,
Is it a shorty with the setup? Shorty always set somebody up.
Probably.
She look like she gonna set somebody up. Oh yeah, she set somebody up. Oh
you
yeah.
know,
It's called Scam Likely. You telling me someone didn't get set up?
Shorty always gotta
That
set
looks like
somebody
it's shot.
up.
So.
All right, and then don't forget to follow the Rundown the Land page.
I have something. I have one more thing for Rundown the Land. The
What?
release.
Okay.
West Side Tony dropped a single yesterday.
Oh, Full House.
Full
Yeah,
House,
Full
yeah.
House. I definitely
Let's
did
see,
peep
let's pull
that.
Go
up.
peep that. Yeah, go peep that.
You shot the video for that too that he posted?
Yeah, we shot a bunch. There's like we're gonna drop a bunch more, but yeah.
Is that this one?
He's been heavy on the content.
Yeah.
Like I will say, like when I get on the Rundown the Land page, he's all like he pops up all the time. Like just that's what I love about it is just the consistency. Where like you're posting shit, I might see shit from like a month ago, and I still see the new stuff. So like that's just the activity. So
Yeah, when we're on the Rundown the Land page, we really see who's posting a lot because, like, we follow a bunch of artists. So, like, there's certain artists it shows us more. And, like, we don't engage with, like, anybody specifically over anyone else, really. So, like,
it's just whatever pops up.
yeah, so you really start noticing there's certain people that post, like, every day, whether it's stories or reels, or they post every couple days. Then there's some people, like, you just never fucking see unless it's, like, maybe a story here and there because they don't post a lot.
Cause I always like filter it by like following so you see the latest shit.
Yep.
But I check like I try to check it like the same times every day because I feel like there's certain people that will post like only at night and only in the morning. So I'm always trying to like at least hit one or the other so I can at least like catch up with everything. But there's some people out there like I'll see a video that they'll repost and I'm like, damn, you're really getting after it. I respect the hell out of it.
All right, and that's Rundown the Land.
But yeah, follow Rundown the Land, stay up to date with us. You know what it is. You know what we popping with. Oh, Food Stamp, let's go.
Food Stamp says, "What's good with the guys? What up, Food Stamp?" All right,
What,
and then I want to get to our next subject in the music segment. Just want to ask you guys, there's like any new songs that are like underrated or like low views that you've been like kind of listening to that you feel like more people should know about? And we'll start with Brody. If not, you could just pass.
I don't know the views or anything. I just been listening to this new dude from I think he's from Atlanta. I just saw another blog like repost it, and like the caption on it literally is what caught me to listen to it, where it was like,
Who is it?
Zucchini. I'm gonna spell it out for you, all right?
Okay.
ZUKENEE.
All right, let's pull
His
up.
latest project is called Birth of Saint Slay, but someone posted it and was like, yeah, it's nice to see an Atlanta rapper that's not copying Young Thug and Playboi Carti, and it just made me laugh, so I had to listen to it to see how I felt. Yep.
Food Stamp 216 says FSCS Hooli underrated.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
Fire emoji. Shout out
But
to
he's
Hooli.
got one song out called Mary Kate, and that's what I've been bumping. I don't know if this is on his last project, but that's what I've been bumping.
All right.
What do you think about that, Craig?
Yeah, what'd you think about that, Craig?
I did not like that one.
Seemed fine to me. I rock with it.
What about you? What about you, Tristan? Just first impression off of Zucchini.
I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily like it. It's not my cup of tea. I have no opinion whatsoever.
It's respectable.
Like, it's not bad. I guess.
All right, and then what about you, Tristan? Is that you have a song that's like low key underrated or low views that you've been listening to? I know you got something in the
Oh
vault.
yeah. There's a dude I've been listening to lately. He has a funny name. It's called Meat Computer. And my favorite song from him is called Shut Down Entirely.
I can rock with that.
Dude, I'm like
It
scared.
flows.
I like looked on Instagram first. I'm like low key scared what would come up for that.
Oh right, no, his name is Meat Computer. His shit's dope. He
said
like
Look it up on X Twitter.
Is it drum and bass? What is
no,
it?
No, it's not. It's just I don't know. It's just like this kid like makes his own like beats and like I don't know. I can't even like.
He make
describe it
anime
really.
music?
Nah. I think this is like newest release. I haven't listened
Some
to
Ian
it yet.
type shit.
There's some Cardi shit.
His beats are fire though.
Is he rapping or just beating?
He raps.
This sounds like if you took a Tommy Richmond song and put the lo-fi filter over it and like glitched it out.
It's like just weird shit like this, but his beats always draw me in.
Who's the motherfucker that rap with the high pitched voice? Rob. Oh my god, I wish I could remember. Rob 45. He used to use like his auto tune all the way pitched up. That's just like what I got.
What about you,
Sound
Craig?
familiar. I've been listening to a lot of weird shit. I've been listening to like Nightmares on Wax and Teebs and shit like that. So, I don't know. Not a lot of new cool stuff.
Nightmares.
You just dipping
on
deep into
what?
your bag.
Yeah, I just been on some.
Craig,
wild
you peeped
shit.
that Larry June Alchemist?
Oh yeah,
2
yeah.
Chainz?
With 2 Chainz, yeah.
That shit was
Come on,
hard.
that's
That was
my
tough.
baby. But that's real popular though. So yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
for some reason, like, I do not like 2 Chainz. All like
But it's
that.
Alchemist. He
2
has a
Chainz.
different
I
sound.
listen
2
to some. It's
Chainz.
fire.
The Alchemist.
Bracelet.
My bad.
I've been listening to a lot of Teebs.
This Nightmares on Wax.
This was your preference? Or what you're hearing?
Yeah. But what's the Teeb song I've been listening to?
It's just, like,
Pretty
good
Polly.
vibes.
Pretty Polly. I've been listening to that a lot. I fuck with Little Dragon a lot too. I love
Oh yeah,
Little
Lil
Dragon.
Dragon, she's fire.
Oh, so it's like a
Yeah, lot of good
remix?
songs, Yeah.
Somebody made their own like beat to it?
Oh, dude, no,
Nah,
this is
he
like
an OG.
mix.
He
Yeah,
OG. He
yeah,
been
this
making
is-
shit for.
Little Dragon's a legend. She's fire,
she's
bro.
fire.
That was a vibe.
Don't
That
forget
was good
Teebs too. I've
vibes.
been listening. To a
All right,
lot
what
of
about you,
Teebs.
Innexs?
Who's Teebs?
He's an artist. He's pretty dope.
probably have heard him.
Teebs is nice.
I'm not too familiar with Teebs or whatever.
He makes art and all types of shit. It's crazy.
I don't know. I haven't been listening to nothing too crazy.
No Detroit.
Of course, yeah. I've been
Yes.
bumping that Rio. Crazy. You've been dropping like song every
Every
day.
day.
Every day. Same with Babytron, but low key songs.
I'm waiting for that Luka Tronchick too. I need it.
I just want to hear Fotu. Fotu, my favorite Detroit rapper.
Doug?
Yeah, Fotu.
You like
my
Fotu,
favorite.
Dog?
That's
You
my
really-
favorite.
He ain't bad.
He's
He ain't
my
bad to me.
favorite
It's
one.
just
I
his
don't
voice
care.
does
Very low
get to
on
me.
my
I don't
list.
care what.
There's a
he
few.
has the best raps in Detroit. It is not even close.
I just like the pictures where they make fun of how short he is.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
That should be geeking me
As a
out.
person who listened to a lot of rap music growing up,
And he
all
keep
the
it real.
raps check
And
out.
like
All
supposedly he
his
like a real
raps check
nigga.
out.
You know?
Everything passes the smell test.
Just some shit I've been listening to. This song is called Gospel for a New Century
Whoa.
by Yves Tumor.
Oh, Yves Tumor? Yeah,
Tumor,
he's
yeah.
dope. Yeah, his music's cool.
Yeah, this song's fire. We're definitely gonna copyright struck if I play it
Yeah,
for too long. So I'll leave it like
Yeah.
kind of playing in the back. They can't hear
Yeah,
it.
no, that's hard.
As we keep talking over it.
Yeah, no, this shit hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been listening to this. This song is crazy.
I saw something where oh wait. I mean, should I just keep talking
Yeah, you
over
can
it?
keep talking.
I was about to say, I saw somewhere Tori just posted before I got here. I opened up Instagram.
Talk about Tory
posted-
Lanez?
Yeah.
Okay.
He posted something about like a project maybe or something like.
How sick do you think he is knowing that he's in jail for like 10 years and he
Shit
got
crazy.
It's crazy.
and ASAP Rocky
I
got
did-
did get off
That's
Completely.
wild.
in the same
yeah.
state.
Yeah, but he has ASAP has Rihanna. That's different.
But Rocky was on camera with the gun.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he didn't shoot it though.
Yeah,
That's-
there's a lot of things to it, and he has Rihanna to get
Yeah.
the lawyer for all that shit.
Oh, I have one honorable mention for
I'm gonna be honest,
artists that I've been listening to. It's this band called You'll Never Make It to Heaven.
Oh.
They're amazing.
That's
Super
twin right
low
there.
key.
And then Brody had the tweet for that was actually our next subject we were going to talk about
Twin
was
beat the
this
case.
case. I'm not really too familiar with what happened here. So does someone want to set up the story and fill me in?
It was an
Ace-
one
one person?
It wasn't like a.
It was him and Relly, right?
Yeah, him and ASAP Rocky got into like an argument. It's all on camera, and like I guess Rocky just pulled out a gun.
And just shot. Did he
Did he
actually
shoot?
shoot at him?
No, I think what happened.
Or he
was,
shot at the
no,
ground.
I think so. I think what happened was, I think the dude really grabbed the gun and like it just got shot during the tussle.
Yeah.
And like he said, like he had like he grazed his knuckles and shit, but you can tell like that wasn't a bullet graze. You can tell he just like fell
Scraped
to
his
the
hand.
ground and scraped his fucking
Damn,
hand on
that's
concrete.
corny.
Just words to
that.
all the children out here playing with guns. Never pull out a gun unless you're going to
It was
use
a very
Please
strange
do not
case,
pull out
though.
a gun for fun.
Because Relly went back and like picked up like the shell casings or what, some shit. I don't know. It was a super weird case, but they went through it so fast. Like this court case was so fast.
Yeah,
Like it started and it was over.
I mean,
But-
yeah, that's
Because they tried to offer Rocky like 20 years probation and he said no. And then he went through the trial and then he got found not guilty.
All right, and then
Can I
we're
get my
gonna
glasses back though?
You thi-
ASAP, what is up with
you
that?
and we're
think-
gonna
Hey,
Shout out Twin.
really?
Shout out Twin.
we're gonna move on to the next one. We have another picture here. And someone want to like read what this is going on here, Brody?
All right. I'm going to ask this question again. What is stopping me from calling him the greatest rapper of all time?
And then
we
that's
gotta
in
stop
reference
this.
to
We gotta
Him
stop
hitting
this.
100 million?
damn,
I mean,
we're going back to
it just
here.
adds to the argument, but I'm
No. We got to stop this. We
right.
can't go here.
go for it.
We can't. All right.
Let me hear it.
I am a top 1%er as it comes to Kendrick content, and this is blasphemy because one, why get the Metal Gear Solid?
I'm ready to hear it.
One, his catalog is not as deep as others,
Correct.
and then two, most importantly, his influence is only within the art. It's not exterior.
I agree with that.
And you gotta I would put him right below like a Nas, or he can make the 10. He can make the 12.
I say he has a very hard argument
he-
to be a 10.
Yeah, I can respect that though. But under
I
Nas,
have a hard
pause.
time putting him in it. He's like a not a.
That's
I'm not gonna say he's like a KD to me because he may be better than a KD. Because I kind of got like KD maybe around 18 or 20.
Okay.
But I think Kendrick sits in the 12 to 8 range comfortably.
Who
if you put
who
him
are
in
your
the
first
10,
three before him? I don't need
I'm
to hear the
gonna-
full list, but who are three before him? That wouldn't be your top 5.
Biggie goes in, Pac goes in.
But those are probably closer to top 5. Yes, no.
No, they automatically make the top 5 no matter.
So give me 3 before Kendrick that aren't your top 5. So people that would be 6 through. If you said he's 12, give me 6 through 11. 3 out of that list.
Nas is gonna be somewhere. Nas is gonna be somewhere around there. I'm gonna have to put. I'm gonna have to put Rakim somewhere around there. He has to go in.
He has to go top 5. Big L.
No. And
Where's
I
Eminem
really-
fit in all this?
Eminem, he's creeping around the 10 range.
Is he below Kendrick
Really?
or above Kendrick?
It may go Kendrick, Eminem, Kendrick. If I have
Wow.
to, if I
so they're
start
like
writing them.
They're
like similar?
interchangeable.
Yeah, they're close to Nas, like somewhere. They're after 7. I know that for a
I
fact.
feel like at our age, it's easier to
Interesting.
stomach that at our age. If you're like a young person, you're like Eminem's whack. Like,
I mean, no, Eminem is great. Eminem
last
is great.
project, I'm not gonna say I
his
listened to
influence
it.
on the exterior wise is
Yes,
so
he has a
mass.
high-
I
yeah.
cannot keep him out of the top 10.
He made his last project. I want to say more like animated, like,
And
and
I was-
also he endorsed a lot of Detroit artists on his last album. So I
Well, not even just that, but I remember I'm old enough to. I remember what rap was like before Eminem,
100%.
and I remember what rap is now that he has become something.
I feel like he
so
brought
it's,
the
it's
censor
two
to
different
fuck-
worlds. Is rap is two different things.
100%.
Pre Eminem and
Yeah.
post Eminem.
I just feel like a top like ranked artist like conversation like in any genre is like it's so like subjective and like I just feel like it's mostly opinion based and like you can't really argue with anyone's like top. Like obviously you can look at statistics, but like that's different. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I feel like music is so subjective. It's hard to like.
It's hard to.
It's like, oh, this
Yeah.
is the best rapper ever now because he sold 1 million albums.
No
Like-
one has the
like,
same-
I
that
think
doesn't-
who's the best is subjective, but once you start talking about the 10, 20 best, it's really the names are pretty consistent.
yeah, and like
well, what
Look at
about
Inner-
Marcus
but-
Ford? 100% top 5. That's on G. Said Brandon Zacharelli.
But I think what you're
Zacher.
saying though, Craig, is like to me that shit still kind of like boils down to like people's like statistic top 5 like that. Like it's just like the tweet you pulled up.
No,
Like,
I'm going around.
It's like this dude like
Do you got Kanye in
he
your top
based
10?
that shit off statistics.
No? Interesting. Okay.
Kanye, an artist, absolutely. Kanye,
Okay.
a rapper, absolutely not.
I'm not gonna argue that one. I,
I mean,
like that.
I would
I like
put,
that
I mean,
statement.
like I would put Kanye like up there, like
Artistry,
high up there.
he's up there, but
Because
rap
but
wise,
like look at his,
Hide
I mean, look at
behind
his
your screen,
influence.
spewing all this
Like,
hatred.
I'll say
I'm not
this.
talking
He'll
about like him now. I'm not talking about fried crazy Kanye. I'm talking about just like. Real
I will agree
Kanye.
that Kendrick's influence to the exterior, to the out there, is not high.
Yeah, it's not high.
Like,
But
he's not like a cultural. Like,
I would say
you know what I mean?
Do you think that's kind of changed now, though? He
No.
just
No.
won 5
That's just-
Grammys.
but that's how
But
he
is that
wants it.
us, like,
No, that's
being-
how he wants it.
no.
Because, like, what do you think? What do you guys think? Like,
Kendrick is undeniable as like bars wise. Like, yeah, he's had
Yeah, he can rap.
that stake to be like, yeah, I'm the best rapper. But like, in like reality sense, you could sit here and probably.
but, like,
Future
take
has
yourself
more influence
outside
than
the
he does.
bubble. Just-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
okay,
Doug
so
got
you
more
think even
influence.
out of the bubble, though? Like, if you guys could really, really, like, step
Nope.
back and look at this shit.
No one's trying to
top
rap
down.
like Kendrick. No one is trying to be Kendrick.
I think ASAP
I
Rocky
don't
is
know.
more culturally.
I've been
Absolutely.
Fashion
A$AP
wise,
Rocky
with
than-
fashion, absolutely, ASAP Rocky has more cultural influence.
But
than
that's
K-Dot.
like, but the thing I will say is, like, not just fashion, like, just like in general, he became like an icon. Like he influenced,
Yeah.
like, culture, like pop culture, like.
ASAP's the
Kendrick-
biggest since Kanye.
Huh?
ASAP's the biggest since Kanye as far as
Oh
influence.
yeah, and like in terms of like that type of shit, like yeah.
And I'm
so-
talking about in all of the music, the style.
And I can't. I feel like a lot of people would not ever give him that type of credit.
I can't. I've seen.
Oh,
it.
no,
I've
people
watched
give
it on
him-
my
I
own
would
give him
time.
absolutely.
that,
I would
no.
absolutely agree.
No, I feel like people give him that credit, but it's just like the reason I brought it up is because like Rocky doesn't have as near as like much of a bag of like or like what I mean top
His
music,
catalog's weak.
like Kendrick, but
I wouldn't say weak.
It's
to the
like,
extent
is that like
it's
Kid
small.
Cudi kind of comparison where like, he's got like a valid songs, but like more people like ride his influence and like his
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
And
No,
like-
ASAP's a cut above Kid Cudi.
and like
Really?
I like his
Really?
music better.
Absolutely.
I like his music better personally too.
I would say Kid Cudi has more influence to a lot of the other
All right,
artists out.
Brandon Zachardelli really wants to know if you guys have heard about
Oh
Marcus
my God,
Ford.
This
No,
dude's crazy,
no one's-
bro.
who's that?
This dude's
I'm
tough.
scared to
I'm
look
not
it
hip.
up, honestly.
Nah, it's all good.
I have.
I'm gonna look it up, Brandon, and if it's not serious, I'm fucking banning you for a month. All right?
No, that's the homie.
It's gonna be Yuno
He's here for
Miles.
he's here for
Yuno
everything
Miles.
in the
I know.
WWE.
Bruno Miles
talk.
got hella influence.
That's crazy, dude. You know
You know
Miles.
Miles. No,
that goes back to my point
He's a
about like
knockoff.
why
I
brought
showed
up
all of you
Rocky.
guys Miles first, and you fucking know it. And you guys got to Craig.
Hey,
I showed you at the table upstairs like
that's true.
forever ago. I was like, look at this guy. He's like,
I was
Martin
not in
Luther.
this.
I was a little hip.
I was not here.
I was a little hip too.
Lil
I was
B
a little
started
hip.
all of that.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
for sure.
dude,
Lil
honestly,
B.
but yeah, Lil B is top 5 or 10 of all time. Like,
Influence, yes.
Influential
Yes,
wise.
absolutely.
Influential, yeah. That
Like,
was just mentioned
young
too
bass
recently.
guy.
But like that goes to my
came in
point.
with
It's
the
like
ballers.
it can't be all statistics because like that's the reason I brought up Rocky. It's like I'm sure Kendrick is way better than him like statistically.
Even,
But like as an artist, like and as an influential person, Rocky like has way more of a impact than
I don't think
Kendrick.
maybe besides Pac, I don't think any of the top 10 rappers make the top 10 influencer list. To me,
From the West Coast.
period.
No, in general.
Like
for
if
you.
I put out the top 10 most influential
They're not
rappers,
that-
it wouldn't be the top 10.
You're strictly basing off of bars.
Oh, I see what was going on here. That was Brandon Zaccardelli was giving us some background and lore about the characters on the
lore.
podcast. Marcus Ford was Innex's rap name for a minute. He's the man. I actually looked it up and I couldn't find shit, so I was just gonna skip it.
I'm standing
Yeah.
next to the
it
Marcus
was
Ford.
gone.
Marcus Ford, the
It was
Marcus
there.
Ford.
So gone.
So you just didn't say anything. You just like let him look it up and like just didn't be like, oh, bro, that's
the
me.
lore.
He's
That's
like
the
Batman.
lore.
He's like, y'all gotta
He
find
said
out.
I kept it low key.
All right,
It
and
is
then
what it is.
that's
scrubbed-
like
Innexx is
he
Drake's
scrubbed that
ghostwriter.
shit.
that's
Yeah, I did.
That's
I
a
did write it for
perfect
him.
segue to the next shit because we're hitting an hour and 30 minutes right now. I know Brody has a hard out at a certain time. How much more time we got, Brody, before you
Pause.
Like probably like 20 minutes.
All right, so we got some sports stuff I want to talk about.
I know.
real
I'm
quick.
sorry, guys.
And
Shit's late. You got far to
actually,
go.
no. Well, no. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit through some of these sports topics real quick, and then we got a couple more things we want to get through. So I want to know. We'll hit this one quick. You're watching the Will's House podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the Discord. You see content early. You could hop in on a call. You could talk to the cast, all that fun stuff. And we're gonna talk about sports right now. And I just want everyone's quick little NBA playoff preview. Who are the real contenders? So let's go around, I guess, the table, and everyone can pick an NBA champion prediction. Then we can have a little discussion and move on to the next one. So we'll start with Brody. Who do you think's gonna win the title this year? What's your finals matchup, and who do you think's gonna win?
Damn, finals matchup. I'm definitely gonna take the Cavs because I'm a hometown hero. On the Western Conference, I don't think the Thunder are gonna do it. I don't know. I'm gonna take the Lakers. Let's see what happens with Luka. I think Luka might just fucking go at it. He might just showboat. But yeah, I don't think the Thunder do it. I'll take the Cavs and the Lakers.
All right. What about you, Tristan?
I was gonna say the exact same thing.
Let's go.
I was-
We're on
I-
the same
I
wavelength.
was gonna say that too.
All right.
I'm
So
not
Cavs,
gonna say
Lakers
that
with the Cavs
shit.
winning. You guys said the Cavs winning. right?
Oh,
Yeah, I got the Cavs winning.
I'm torn between those two cities, so it's a win-win for me.
I could see the Cavs choking though and not doing it, but
I can see the Lakers choking too.
No,
Like
if the
it's-
Cavs get in, they're gonna win that thing.
All right.
you think
so
they're actually?
what's
All right, I'll let you go.
what's your prediction, Craig?
I got Boston and I got the Nuggets and I got Jokic.
Boston.
Okay. What about you? What about you, Innexx?
Dude, this is crazy, dude. Memphis is number 2 in the West, and like we have like literally seen no headline about Ja Morant whatsoever this whole
That's
season.
true.
They are number 2 in the West, 36
Morant.
wins.
Well, they're like, shit, we ain't giving that nigga no
Like,
more credit.
NBA Morant.
Fucking shoot somebody.
No, for real.
But damn, they're number 2 though. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw that the
36
other day and I was
wins, bro.
surprised.
Dude.
What's he averaging?
He's
Like
only
26?
averaging.
He didn't play a lot of games this
he's
year.
not. I don't even think he's averaging 26. Well, I think he's only averaging like 22. Like,
He's missed some games too.
Yeah, I was gonna say
with
he's
like
missed a lot.
6 assists and like 4 rebounds. He's not even like.
Dude, they got
doing-
big Zach
having
Edey
crazy stats.
clogging it up down there. You know,
Yeah, he is helping.
They
He's
got
helping.
JJJ.
I mean, they're doing something right. They're second in the West.
100%. So my prediction is it'll be Cavs versus OKC. Not gonna
Okay.
lie. Top of the top.
you
Those
gonna
are
take the
number
top of the
1 versus
top?
number 1.
Damn.
All right,
thinking.
I'm like going super left field, and you know this could change
Oh,
in a little
God.
while, but this was really gonna hurt some feelings in the chat.
I already know where this is probably going.
Don't do it, Will.
I'm gonna say from the East, I'm taking the Knicks out of the Eastern
I
Conference
knew it.
Guy.
versus the Rockets.
Wow.
Oh, you really smoking krills.
Hey, shout out the
The
Rockets.
NBA has some parity.
You think
Okay,
so?
you have the Cavs and Thunder at the top, and neither of them like have proven shit about fuck. And then you have like old dudes that are retiring. The league is up for grabs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe if there's a team that gets in, I think it's going to be Jokic. over them probably, just because like this dude is just like riding a horse like in Serbia. He's gonna big man this shit.
Who's on the Knicks?
They got Jalen Brunson.
Oh yeah,
he's a dog.
Yeah.
And they
Karl
got
Anthony
Carl
Towns.
Karl
Anthony
Anthony Towns, yep.
And
I think the
Cat.
Cavs are better.
Yeah,
I just think the Knicks are gonna make it.
the
They got
Cavs.
Mikal Bridges. They
The
got
Cavs have proven
team.
themselves. Okay, we watched it. They beat the Denver Nuggets. They beat
Regular
the
season,
Celtics. They beat
regular
the
season,
Celtics. But
regular
still,
season. Look,
I
That's
mean,
what we
yeah,
gotta
once
go
they go
on.
to the playoffs, yeah, they got to prove
All right.
themselves. But I'm saying, as of now, they have proved themselves beating these teams multiple
I
times.
feel
What
like we
I'll
just have
say-
to get through Boston and like
They beat them twice.
Yeah,
Look.
but like, can we beat them?
We
in
play
a
them what in the
series?
next 5 games too.
What-
They're in 5 games.
what
We'll
really
see that.
matters is every year since the year before we got Donovan Mitchell. Okay, let's take it back to when we had Allen, Mobley,
Yeah,
and
and
Garland.
Garland, yep.
We've needed a backup center since then. We still don't fucking have one. Okay, first of all. Second of all, every year with a week left, a month left, one of these fucking dudes gets hurt, including Donovan Mitchell. Every playoffs, he's either been fucking hurt or whatever. But we have the new coach who's been putting them in the right amount of fucking minutes this year, and our team's deeper and better. So maybe this year they will get through the playoffs healthy. But if Mobley goes down again, or Allen, the lights are too bright again, or Garland gets stabbed in the eye again by a finger, or Mitchell just throws again and doesn't do shit in the playoffs, we're fucked.
Is it time for a KD trade next year? Then?
Wait, you named all those players, and we also just got DeAndre Hunter.
So
Hunter's
there's
on
a
the
new
squad.
wrinkle, and the minutes have been better this year, where Mitchell hasn't had to play 40 minutes a night and get his body beat up all
I saw
year.
him do a
So-
poster dunk the other day.
Hey, real
bro.
quick,
I have
Will,
not
can
seen
you go
that
over
in
what you think
once.
the starting 5 will be with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter for the Cavs?
It would probably be those 4 guys in
Garland,
Hunter, right?
It's being Garland, Garland, Mitchell, Mobley, or Garland, Mitchell, Hunter, Mobley,
And Allen.
That's
right.
the 5.
And maybe for whatever reason, if there's foul trouble, Okoro could be in playing defense on somebody.
100%.
But
100%.
I don't think, those guys got to be in. And I'll also say Donovan Mitchell played really good last playoffs.
but that's where
and he was hurt as fuck. He was putting up
He was.
crazy
He
points.
was hurt.
He could not dunk the ball.
He could
could not
even
get to
lay
the
up.
hoop.
He could not jump.
And he
Like,
was going
it was
crazy.
bad.
So shout out to
This dude
Donovan
literally
Mitchell.
couldn't
Do y'all
jump.
think Garland and Hunter is enough defense
No.
on the wing?
No, Hunter
No,
is
that's
though.
why. Well, that's
Hunter
why I
is.
picked the fucking Knicks. Like,
Hunter and Mobley help out on the
Until
wing
they
so
prove it.
much.
That's my only thing with the Cavs.
Until
if
they
you
prove
tell
it.
me who to start, like
That's
what
the whole
5
5 right
is,
there.
with 5 minutes left in the fourth,
That's the whole 5.
that's the 5. Okay.
I'm not hip to DeAndre Hunter. What was he doing?
He's played
And
for
Will,
Milwaukee.
to
He
my
came from
to
Atlanta.
to,
Like a
to
rangy,
my
long,
what's
real
next defense on that take. I think that let me see. I think that JT Thor can be a big help to the Cavs.
Has he even really got minutes this year, though?
I want to say he's been teetering with like some injuries, but I want to say he's good now. He's 22.
Yeah.
Dealing with all this. This dude's 6'9", 200 pounds. Like,
Maybe he'll get in
Is he on
later.
the
he's a
Cavs
fucking
now?
dog, and he's on the Cavs. He used to play with play on the Hornets with LaMelo, and he has some highlights with them, fucking having some posters and shit.
I also, real quick, I just want to shout out Paolo Banchero because he's so good, and I can't wait till he's not on the Magic anymore, and he's on another
Yeah.
fucking team. They
Where
don't
does
put
he
this guy
go?
on fucking TV. You never get to watch him, and then when you finally see this dude, it's like, wow, that's like young LeBron. Like, he is so good. So I just wanted to shout him out real
There's
quick.
a lot. Yeah, no, there's a lot we could talk about.
The NBA
Cunningham too.
Bro.
Cade is nice.
The
Cade got a
NBA
smooth
does
game.
not promote these young guys, and
NBA
that's why everyone
promotion
thinks
is
this
horrible.
shit sucks. They think the sport sucks because no one's hip to, like, people know Shea finally. Like, we've hated on him for a while just cause, like, but the NBA doesn't really promote these young players. Like, even like Wemby, like he's not on
Craig
TV
just
enough.
Said,
Like,
fucking Cade Cunningham, like, you know what I'm
He's-
saying? That's an
He's one of my
American.
favorite players to watch.
He's an American too. Like, you could promote
Shout
that
out
more.
Cade, man.
Like, I get it. There's a lot of Europeans balling, but at the end of the day, like the narrative right now is like who's gonna take the throne or whatever. Who's gonna take it? Like, why can't we just have superstars representing each team like how it used to be? Like the All-Star games back in the day, they used to wear their own jerseys because there was 2 or 3 guys per team in the All-Star game.
all right, and then I'm gonna end that there just because we gotta
Yep,
move for
yep.
Brody. So my
Sorry,
next.
guys.
No, we're good.
cool.
my
Ended
next thing
good.
was, did you guys know Cleveland might be getting the women's basketball team? And so when we get the
Rockers?
if we get the Rockers back, are we lobbying to get Angel Reese?
If they got some knocker. No.
Whoa.
That's crazy. I don't know. I mean, I feel like we gotta go get someone big, but I also don't know what because they're
Is
not.
that like going to happen? Is that like a thing? You guys put that in the suggested thing. So.
I think it's pretty much confirmed. They said they don't start till 2028.
Is Jimmy Haslam going to own it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he put up or not Jimmy Haslam, the motherfucker that owns the Cavs right now.
Dan Gilbert.
Dan Gilbert put up like what, the $250 million for the bid?
All
Which
right,
is
and then
crazy.
What team are we taking over? Or is it just gonna be a new team?
it'll just be a
They're
new. They're
expanding.
expanding. All right, so that's cool. Move on from that, and then so next we'll do one-word answers, and if you don't know anybody, you can pass. Who should the Browns draft with the number 2 pick? And we're gonna start with Brody.
Oh fuck, definitely not Shador Sanders. I think we should take what's the other
Hide
motherfucker
behind
from
your
the
screen,
Buffalo?
spewing all this
Hunter.
hatred
Hunter,
and
yeah, I think we
ugliness.
should just take him, play it safe.
All right, Travis Hunter. What about you, Tristan?
Same, Travis Hunter.
What about you, Craig?
I'm gonna say Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter.
Okay,
I could be cool
What
with
about
that.
you, Innexh?
I'm not too familiar with anybody else. Travis Hunter.
Man, fuck you guys. I'm taking Shador Sanders. What's wrong with you people? Like,
I just
what
don't.
is wrong with you people?
I don't see the long
Shador.
term.
Dion.
I would rather take Cam Ward.
It's pure
He'll sit it
Browns.
out, bro.
No.
He'll
No,
sit
he
it
won't.
out.
Dude, did you just see him on the podcast? He's like, I like the Browns. They move crazy on Madden. Like,
I just don't think his gameplay is going to
I'll
translate
take
to NFL.
Cam Ward over Shador.
What's the other, Jackson
all
Dart?
No, fuck you. And fuck you. Fuck Cam Ward. That dude sucks. You ever seen a guy who stands in the pocket just like stops moving?
Yeah, Watson.
And he's
Yeah,
still throws that-
exactly. When I watch Cam Ward, it's exactly who he looks like. So maybe
Who's
if it's young Watson, it'll be good.
Who's
Fuck
the other
Cam
motherfucker?
Ward.
Dart? That's the other good one,
Fuck,
right?
Cam
like no,
Ward.
you want Charlie Fry? You want fucking whatever the
that's when the
fuck
Browns
we've
were
had for
decent.
20 years?
Who's the motherfucker
Well,
that
his
was
arm
coming
is
from?
stronger than
Is Dart the one from Syracuse?
Shador's,
Man.
and he has to throw outside. In
You know who
Cleveland,
Shador
I'll-
looks
I'll
like,
take
Craig?
the person with the stronger arm.
Listen, I'm not saying Shador Sanders is gonna be the best quarterback ever, but you know who he looks like when you watch him. If you really watch him,
He's gonna be another.
and
Johnny
you watch
Manziel.
how he runs.
Terrell Pryor.
Baker.
Stop.
Kind of reminds me of Brock Purdy.
Baker.
No, he's just like Baker
I
Mayfield.
love
They are the
Baker.
same player,
I
bro.
love
Like
Baker.
I'm.
He's
Listen,
got-
no,
he's got a
stop,
little bit
stop,
of
stop
run
with
to
the
him.
fucking bullshit. No, you listen. Go home, watch him run. They scramble the same. They have the same speed. Like they're.
I think he's more
this-
like Brock Purdy.
I mean, that's fair though. Like he's fired too. Like I don't know, dude. Listen, we don't need to make this shit so fucking complicated. I guess okay, if the Titans don't pick Cam Ward and it's the two of them, fine. I'm okay if we take Cam Ward, but if we take. Like, okay, this was our next subject, the Myles Garrett trade. Like, fuck Abdul Carter. Like, respect. If we pick him, respect to you. But you might be raw. But, like, what the fuck is it going to do? We need a quarterback. And these are the guys we have to pick from. And if one fucking sucks, guess what? We get to pick another one because we sucked. We could pick the Nico dude next year, or the Nussmeier dude from LSU, or Arch Manning. Like, you just got to take your
Julian
shot.
Lewis.
I don't think Arch coming out next year.
It's the year after. But you just listen, you just got to take your fucking shot. Like,
I know, I-
fuck picking the
Yeah.
third best or the fourth best or this guy or that. Like, fuck it.
I understand what you're saying, but
Fuck it.
Fuck
This shit's got me heated because, like, dudes are like, let's trade back. I need 3 picks. Like, what happened? We draft Justin Gilbert and Johnny Manziel. You want Trent Richardson and Brandon Whedon? Stop settling for second.
What if they get Genty?
I'm fine. I'm fine with them drafting a quarterback if they trade Myles Garrett and get first round picks for him.
Okay, so this is like
We
my
gotta get a
ideal.
haul.
So okay, so that's perfect. We got through all that. My next thing was, what should the Browns do with Myles Garrett? Like, what was your ideal trade for him? So I'll start first. Mine is trade him somewhere between where we could get the 9th and like 18th pick this year in this draft, so we could reload right now.
No, that's too high. 18 too high. You got to cut the limit at like 15.
It depends though. It depends what you get in it.
What
You got to
else?
see
You
what
only
Get
part of it?
15 good players in every year.
you got to see what people are offering you. So look, there is guys that are fire that are everywhere, and you have to hope. Because look,
Sam
if you're
Darnold?
Andrew Barry, Craig, why the fuck are you going to trade for next year? Especially
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
if
I'm
you're
fine with it this year.
if you're
they get
not
a pick
trading,
this year.
if you're not trading for a quarterback or you're not drafting a quarterback, that means you're probably getting fired Because the only reason you're not picking a QB this year is because you're selling for next year. And Jimmy Haslam's not keeping these dudes around to suck again. So that's how I think we're drafting a QB for sure. Because if they don't take one, they're done. They're cooked.
I don't think that's true.
You think they'll be back
I don't
if
think
we
the
suck
Browns
again?
can get a better coach than Stefanski, and I don't think they can get a better general manager than Andrew Berry. I think those people will both get hired fairly quickly.
They got to have a winning mindset with this new stadium coming.
I'm not a Kevin Stefanski fan, but he will have an NFL job. If
I'm not saying he won't have
another.
another job. I'm just saying, like, if these dudes lose again, they're just going to get fired. We are talking about Jimmy
I
Haslam.
don't think so.
I mean, he kept Hugh Jackson around for 3 years, but, like, listen, if they don't they got to figure out the QB situation. Like, this is out of control. You really want to, what are we doing? Daniel Jones? Like, how you got to sell stadium tickets, man. Like, you got to get these season tickets in here. Like,
I guess Shador would definitely sell tickets.
right. And it's like, listen, we
Johnson.
drafted Johnny Manziel because a
Right.
homeless guy said to do it. Shador is money. Craig, this is a business. We're talking money. Cam Ward, Shador, who's selling more tickets?
Shador.
But you're gonna win more games. and you'll
you don't
sell
know
more
that.
Tickets. I
You
think
don't
you'll
know
win more
that.
games with Cam Ward.
You think so?
I think he'll play better outside than Shador
But
Sanders.
he's only going to be outside for like 2 years.
What do you mean outside for 2 years?
We're going to have a dome in Brook Park. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see how that goes.
You know? Well, if it's downtown, Justin said they'll get the fucking dome.
Oh well, maybe.
So
gotta
like, they'll make it
win for
work.
everybody
Getting a
to be
dome
on
either
board.
way.
They're going to make it work. All right.
I'd
So I'm
rather
going to
have
let you
Cam
guys.
Ward's arm throwing outside than Shador's.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just saying that.
I'm with Craig though. Like that was my big point for the quarterback is they have to be able to play in Cleveland weather. Like
Yeah, the
they could
perfect
be a
Browns
dog,
quarterback is
but-
on the Bills. So that's,
I just think you guys like
Yeah,
have
that
this.
too.
I'm just gonna stand on fucking business because this was a segment that we're not gonna get to do tonight. Like I think you guys are just like selling this dude Shador short. He played at Colorado, bro. Like he knows how to play in the
he's a good
fucking
player.
weather. That program never won no fucking games. I don't think he's the best player ever, but like out these guys, like he's played a lot. He's tested. He's went hard. He every step he does well. Sometimes when they had a tough game, he had a tough game. But he's human.
I like Cam's journey a little better too.
I like Shadur's journey. I think you're selling this man short.
I'm not selling
I think he
when we're
plays it
2 years
hard.
in, I'm gonna play this fucking clip back, and you're gonna be like, "Yeah, we should have picked Shadur because he's
Well, that depends
raw."
on what teams he's on.
No, we're gonna pick him. I'm already getting the jersey because he's gonna be on the Browns.
Season picking him every
This
every
motherfucker gonna show
season
up to
on
the
his
podcast
on his
the day
fantasy.
he get that jersey.
I
Like,
feel like
yup.
Dion would be
2K.
like, hell no, you're not gonna.
No,
I think
what you
Deion would let
talking
him do
about?
it.
No, this is the one situation where it's like Deion could like manipulate Jimmy Haslam. Like you're not thinking this all the way through. Like think about it. He'll probably hire him. He'll fire Kevin to hire Deion. This is like the Browns we're talking about. It might be a nightmare. Like this whole situation might be a nightmare. But it's like the Browns. It's what we do.
gonna be cash
We're the
money.
team who got the guy with 22 cases that went to 26. We're the
Yeah.
team who drafted Johnny Manziel. We picked up Kareem Hunt. We got Josh Gordon. You know what I'm saying?
Bring
you
him
know what I'm
back.
saying? We do this shit. This is like we're like the Raiders. We fly under the radar with this shit, but this is what we do. And I think Shadur's like a good kid too. So it's just like it's fire.
That's not what we do.
No,
We don't
but
draft good kids.
no, but there's like this
Just made
narrative.
that point.
No, but there's like a narrative that he's not
shit.
like based on his dad. Like, oh, they ain't gonna let him do this and that. Like, no.
They just don't like seeing black people win money. That's all.
Louis going crazy.
Well, I
over
like to see Shadur Sanders on the Browns. I think it'll be great with with Jerry Jeudy.
there. You got put the wrist up.
Like,
Put
you
the
guys
wrist
want
up.
Travis Hunter? You
Will,
really
put
want
the wrist up.
You really want the Browns to pick a guy they don't know what position he's gonna play? That's gonna be
Both.
Craig, he's gonna end up playing safety, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck are they doing with this guy?"
Definitely playing cornerback.
And then he's gonna bust out because the Browns ruined his career. That's the last player
I
the
think
Browns
if you
need to
compare
take.
him with Denzel Ward, and if Jock comes back, man, he's a Pro Bowl player immediately.
I
What's
agree, but do you trust the Browns to handle a player that could play two positions?
No.
Like our organization, do you think this is the right team to pick that?
I
I'd
don't
rather
think
have
we
them
ever
start-
make
I
a
think
right decision.
Kevin Stefanski's a good coach. I'm hard on Kevin, but I think he's a good coach.
Okay,
I think he's maybe in the top 12.
all right. No, I'm not. I'm just like fighting. You know, what I'm saying I'm just standing up for my guy.
He's got to be the heel.
I'm standing up for my guy Shadur. Just we haven't been able to like. I just think there's a lot of hate on this dude for no reason.
You
I
see, Will
believe
has
more
yet to
in
put his
Kev-
wrist up.
Kevin
though.
Stefanski's the best Browns
go.
coach I've
There we
ever
go.
seen.
I don't got shit on.
So
It's
I'm
all right,
gonna
dude. You
give
just gotta
him
put it up.
benefit of the doubt. So That's
All
just
right.
me.
Oh, is that something he does? Is like that money, like Johnny?
Yeah, he does the wrist up.
Oh, I mean that's fire. Like
he'll
our
do the
current
rest.
quarterback's a rapist. So like, I mean, come on.
Whoa.
Allegedly.
Nah, he
I think
a weirdo.
Shador would do a good job of covering up the Deshaun thing the most.
Oh yeah,
I do believe
yeah.
that.
Right. We got to move
Now-
on. We
now,
got to
if
move
that's
on.
your selling point to erase the
We
Deshaun
gotta
thing,
erase
yeah,
it.
But
that's
Cleveland
a
fans
good
are
way of
so
doing
bad.
it.
If Shador does bad for 3-4 games, we gonna
No,
be
that's
like, yo,
not-
what
No, that shit's over with. But Craig, is Deshaun Watson thrown into the Myles Garrett trade to make
No.
it disappear?
I don't think anybody takes him.
And
You got to pay that bread.
and
you gotta pay the piper.
do you think Myles Garrett's getting traded?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, how soon? Do you think this year, before the
Probably
season?
before the draft. Yeah.
So look, I'm gonna be honest with you. If, like you said, remember you said that pick's too high, like 18.
Mm-hmm.
What if the only team calling is pick 18? Then listen, Craig.
May have to take it, but
I
but
depends
there's-
what else
but
they
I
get
believe
it.
there's a lot of teams calling for Myles.
No, but
Garrett.
listen, I agree.
I'm
They
not
should
gonna
be.
lie.
But on the alternative side, let's say pick 18 is the best you could get. Myles Garrett's under fucking contract, and you're gonna play football because you know what? Listen. First of all, if we trade him, it's going to fuck our cap up even worse. And so that he's going to have to work out something with his contract before he gets traded if he really wants to get out of here. Second of all, he's so good. If I'm not getting the right shit, you sign a contract for 3 years. The only thing he can do is hold out in his prime. So guess what? If he takes the year off, he takes the year off. He loses the money, and we get less value for him. But
They gotta trade him.
you think I think they'll force him to play if they don't get the right offer.
I think they'll get.
I think it's
somewhere
gonna cost
between
a lot.
They'll get 8 to 15, somebody in that range, or somebody will
What
give
if-
them 2 first round.
I think
picks
the
or something.
Bears is like the perfect team to try to get him to because they're pick 10.
I mean, it would be shitty if we traded him to a non-real contender
Or
team.
pull up. Can you pull up the list of the picks of the order? Of
Yeah, the draft order.
Because does he have? No, yeah, we could just trade him to wherever, right? He don't
Pretty
got
much.
like
Yeah, he's under contract and he doesn't have a no trade clause, so he actually has no fucking say.
No, they'll
honestly.
probably try to trade him to a good team, though. That's what I'm trying to say. What good
We're
team
gonna take
has
the
a high
best.
pick?
We're gonna take the best haul we can get.
All right, so
And he
here's,
goes-
I don't
go
think
there.
that's the case. I don't think that's gonna be the case.
so we got the Titans, Browns, Giants, Patriots, Jaguars, Raiders, Jets, Panthers, Saints, Bears. The Niners could be an interesting.
That Niners is looking pretty tempting.
Cowboys
Not
could be
probably
interesting.
happening. No, that ain't gonna happen. They got Micah Parsons.
Nah,
Nah.
Colts. See, now we're getting to pick 15,
Yeah,
and it's
it was
getting.
looking ugly. Yep. It's looking
You know what
ugly.
I'm saying? So,
it's
and if you're Andrew Barry, Craig, you're not. Why would you trade with one of these teams? Unless
see
we're
that?
getting
The
JJ
Broncos
McCarthy,
look,
are they gonna try? What if they could get JJ and like a future first? I don't know if he's gonna be good, but like, I mean, that's
I
like
don't-
picking a QB round one.
I don't see
right?
why the Vikings would
Give me Kirk
jump off at
Cousins,
JJ just yet.
Well, they'd
He hasn't-
have to believe in Sam, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Give me
yeah. And, I
Jameis
mean,
Winston.
it's hard to trade a first round quarterback who you haven't even seen play.
Right, and he was hurt, so you don't even know what he
Bring,
looks like.
bring back Winston.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, dude. Is
Yeah, it's
like,
tough sledding. Yeah, you're right. It's tough sledding. That that Broncos and that what's that? And that San Francisco is very interesting, though.
and like I like the Bears too because they got Caleb
Yeah.
Williams. They're on the come up. They got cap room. I mean,
What pick do the Eagles got?
last pick.
Oh, they do. Eagles
Yeah.
they got the last. Oh yeah, if you win the Super Bowl, you get the last one. Yeah, I guess. Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
no,
like,
it's gonna be tough sledding.
all right,
yeah.
but then okay, if we get a late first round pick, we need something in the future too. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So then you really have to take Sanders or Ward at the top.
My
Whichever
one
one.
outlier team is the Eagles because they pull up at whatever they want.
Well, listen, I know it's just Madden, okay,
Yeah,
so it
that's what's
doesn't
gonna
really
happen.
matter.
He's gonna go to
Washington
Eagles
But-
may
and
have a good
Chiefs.
chance
but-
too. They got a lot.
But something that comes up a lot, and it might be because of money, is they swap Myles Garrett with Jalen Carter in a first round pick, which it's like Jalen Carter is really good,
They're not doing that.
but he's not Myles Garrett, you
They're
know?
not no, you can't do that. They're not gonna do that.
But that's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like the only kind of if it's
Yeah.
not it, or like Jordan Davis and another guy, like they'd have to swap a player with us if we're only getting
the
this.
ideal situation would be that JJ situation in Minnesota. The
Yeah,
Browns
getting
would
the
jump-
QB.
They would jump on that.
And then we could take Abdul Carter, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they would jump on.
Or
that
Travis Hunter. Like it would make a lot more sense.
Yeah, if I'm Kevin Stefanski, that's what I'm asking for.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. They got the second pick.
Watch, they're gonna trade for Sam Darnold on a deal and the pick, and we're gonna be like, what the fuck, dude? Like, or we're gonna have Kirk Cousins. I don't know. We'll see. And then so that's the Browns.
Big
That's the
Kurt.
Browns, and we have we have like one more thing to get to. It's the Will's House podcast. We've been live for 2 hours, and you've been with us. Shout out to you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're here with Brodie and Triston and Craig and Innexh and Will. And so we had a couple last topics. That was our sports segment. And these were things that people posted in the chat earlier. So we kind of touched on this in the Twitter fingers, but someone said, should people stay as a couple or get married in modern relationships and changes in commitment? I don't know who posted that.
I feel like we kind of talked about that earlier. It's like, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't matter.
You want to rehash it real quick, Rob? Did you post that? Just like for 1 second?
Whoa. Yeah, I mean, it was just basically the same thing. Like, you know, shit's just crazy now, you know? I don't want to, like, put names, you know, out there, but, like, you know, people go through, like, a long relationship, you know, and try to do the whole thing, and then they get to that point where they get down, do the ring, and, you know, the woman played along with it, wanted to have her ceremony and everything, and then a month later, you know, she just decides she doesn't want to be with him anymore. So it's just shit like that.
Yeah, that's
so
rough.
It's like, you know, you could have just stayed before, you know, you could have just
stayed
where you're at, made it well known that, like, hey, like, either I just want to stay like this and not keep it moving, but, you know, that's also what goes with what I said earlier. You know, if you see some red flags in any kind of way, it's, you know, like, you saw it for a reason.
All right, and then we also had the 5K stimulus from Elon. You guys heard about this? Did we bring this up? I forget.
Nope.
No.
So you guys heard about the 5K stimulus from Doge? What you guys think about that? You need a 5K stimulus, Brodie? You think we're going to get that shit?
I mean, I'm not going to say no to 5K. Do I think it's going to happen? No, but
They're about to stop giving money to Ukraine. That's what I heard. So maybe that's how we're getting it.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck happens. If they give me 5K, I'm not going to be like, yo, I don't want this. But, like, another concept, that just seems so crazy. I don't know.
What about you, Triston? What you think? Where you think where you think Doge found the 5K for all of us? I need some 5K.
I don't know. I don't care, but if they're giving it, I'll take it.
Facts. Give me that shit. All right. What about you, Craig? What you think about this 5K stimulus? They're coming UBI now.
Well, I mean,
they're gonna give me 5K in Dogecoin.
I don't want to get too.
Dude, give me
deep in
5K in Dogecoin shit.
And Trump.
Yeah, give me some Trump coin. Let's go.
But, you know, I smell something funny. You know,
the books are cooked.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that what Elon's trying to fix? Isn't he trying to fix the cooked books?
I was talking about this earlier.
It's an elitist party up there now. So you know, do what you got to do. You know.
But, you know, there's a lot of people that view it as, like, outsiders, though, you know, which I understand where you're coming from, but a lot of people think it's like that's people on the outside.
I mean, but Elon and Trust, they're alike. So, you know, they come from the same kind of backgrounds. They, you know, they're very, you know, birds of a feather flock together type of situation. So, I don't.
Okay. Yeah. What about you, Innexh? What you think about this 5K stimulus?
Honestly, I think it's interesting because, my bad. I want to say I saw even Elon posted himself talking about how Social Security was being paid for like hundreds and thousands of people for over age 100 somehow. Like these dudes are like 120.
Where's that shit going?
Exactly. So like he was cutting off expenses like that, and like. The whole thing is he's cutting off useless expenses. You know, that's like the big thing. So I guess I'm not going to, I feel like I'm all for it. I feel like people should be all for it if he's taking away money from, I guess, the pot and giving it to us.
Okay, like, hold on. So, you know, like you said, useless things, you know? And I agree, like, I was watching this podcast, one of them, like, glowing dudes. You know what I mean by that? It's like, dude probably, like, works for the feds. You know what I'm saying? So... what we think is like useless stuff, like you're just not at a high enough level in the simulation to understand why some of this shit exists. So when you see like the government is funding like some stupid event in some random country, you're like, that's a waste of money. And it might be, but like if you like think on the higher level of it, like they do things, those things in our country cause destabilization to begin with, okay? So if you could do this in a country where it's like not their culture, not shit they fuck with, and like you make some people that are like in the smaller section of that country be like, oh, we like this. You cause a problem there. You know what I'm saying? And it serves a different interest. So like when you're like, oh, why are they funding this in Uganda and blah, blah, blah. And it's like two different issues that are going to make people mad about two different things and fight each other. That's why we pay for that shit. So it's like people see it on a random list of stuff. They're like, what is that for? And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but that's why that shit exists. So, you know, it's like, it's called soft power, you know, or like you put a research station in some poor country so people there have jobs, and you see an American flag and you associate it with like a hospital and something good.
Yeah, or
so
something positive, yeah.
Right. So we're getting rid of a lot of that stuff. So it might be a positive because we're not going to be running like ops and stuff on people.
But we're still going to be policing the world.
Right. So it's like a different way to shift
so
it.
that stops. All of our tax money is still going to shit.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
but and then Trump's trying to eliminate income tax.
that's
so
what they
like-
said.
Fuck with that.
Yeah. So like, but Elon's doing that, Trump's doing that. So like that adds to the big pot of money as well for the people. you
Give me
know,
my
so-
5K.
Exactly. So that's how I think of it, and you
Boost
know,
the
it is what it
economy.
is. I mean, as long as what is there going to be like? We have to sign some terms and agreements or whatever. Like,
And then can we just stop with the China trade war stuff? Like we're never going to win.
yeah,
Is
it's all
everyone-
for the stock. It's all for the stock market. That's all they do that shit for now.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
It
'Cause
tanks
they're,
the-
like,
it tanks
pumping
the
the-
stock market.
Yeah, they're like pumping the prices up and down with like fake news.
So
Oh,
like
okay, yeah.
they'll like that deep seek shit that happened the other week. Like the stock market went down like 10%.
Did
And
y'all
then
see
it just
China-
comes
y'all
right
see
back.
China's chat GPT?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
and
we're
they-
talking about.
And then they got
DeepSeek.
banned. And then it got banned. That itself, so like let's say Nvidia stock was like 140, it went all the way to like 110 just off of that news, and that affected the whole stock market.
Okay.
And then 2 days later, they were like, "Hey, it's not even supposed to be in America. We're taking it off the App Store, and it's security risk." Boom. Nvidia back up to 130, you know. But overall, just other stocks as well, not just Nvidia, but overall other stocks.
I
as
saw
well.
some Nvidia at 140.
Like
It was real
when
nice.
so when that happens, you got insider trading as well happening. You got the Nancy Pelosi's and all those people were like, "Hey, this stock just it went tanked. We're gonna put 2 million in now, you know. So that 2 million will be 200 or 20 million by next January."
Yeah, they're just manipulating the market.
So,
but
massive
we're
market
hitting our
manipulation.
hard wall here, guys. So I have one more lighthearted, fun thing to bring up before we do our outros. And I was just wondering, you guys, do you think Brody won the fuck Brody war? Because we are in the middle of the lore of the Marcus attendance saga. What's the next bet been? We miss our guy. And we need him to show back up because we got to talk about these sports and these fights. Because right now it looks like Brody's winning the war. And
I'm up. He's down.
you know,
Fuck
because
Marcus.
it was fuck Brody,
He
but
won the
like
battle and lost the war.
it's like this dude got wiped off the planet. So this is our way of wondering if this war is going to continue and the battle has been won or if it has been finished. And what do you think about that, Brody? How do you feel do you feel like you won the war?
I think I won the current battle. I think the war will return. The beef will always be there. It will always be fuck Marcus, and I'm sure Marcus will probably look at me and say, no, it's fuck Brody. So the beef has just subsided for the moment in time. I've conquered, but the war continues.
So
that's where
is
I'm at.
Brody Kendrick and Marcus is Drake?
Drizzy.
All right, yeah, and
Nah,
that's,
Will didn't want to answer.
it's who is Suge Knight beefing with? Didn't he run somebody over? What happened in that situation? I don't
Who
even
didn't
know.
he kill?
As Vibe God, I do know.
But yeah, so some lighthearted, fun stuff to end the show. Shout out Marcus. We fuck with Marcus. Wish you could have called in and
Shout
gave
out
us
WTNB.
call
I
in
don't
and give
wish
us some
that.
fight predictions or something. Come on, we're trying to tap in with the UFC every Saturday, streaming the UFC.
The
if you
ladder
like the
challenge is
UFC, that's
back.
your guy. And yeah, so we've been going for 2 hours and 10 minutes. We're hitting the wall hard. We're hitting the wall harder than just, we're not going to stop there. And we're going to do our outros starting with Brody.
Is Brody. Bitch is Brody. Go follow Rundown the Land. Go follow Will's Music House. Show love to all the shit we got going on. Shout out to all the homies that pop out, that be in the chat. Yeah, you know what it is. Shout out my people.
Next.
It's Tristan. Shout out to you guys. Peace.
It's Craig signing out. Make sure y'all go subscribe and follow. Y'all see the shit on the wall. Will's Music House.
We stand by it.
Stop being a buster and subscribe.
It's Innexh. Follow me on Instagram, X, Twitter. Obviously, I got some crazy shit going up on Twitter. And make sure
soon.
chill. And yeah, go check me out, mycircle.store.
Send Innexh your ranked on Jerkmates.
And at Tristan MG, he's grinding right now. Gold Gooner.
Why you put Tristan in there? That's fucked up. Catching a fucking stray.
Gold Gooners.
Cause he was grinding.
He was playing
Got
the
the
game.
gold gooner.
I
in
know
the flesh
when you were
here.
running down the land, he was playing
It
Jerkmate
was
ranked.
funny. I just wanted to see what the game was. You just click
was
you just click the
gooning.
screen. That's
He's
Is
it.
that
always
really what
gooning.
you were doing during the run down the land? You were
No.
playing
Not
Jerkmate
the whole
ranked the
time.
whole
I just
time.
wanted to
I mean,
see,
you
like-
were on the phone the whole time.
He was tapped in.
Yeah. No pun intended.
Yeah, I hit gold today too.
And I'm Will. It's the Will's House podcast. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Join the fucking Discord. Shout out to the guys who called in today. That was the second time we done that.
Yeah.
So shout out to the guys. Shout out to Vibe God. Shout out to Sav. Should have got Brandon in there. Join that Discord. See the content early. Sub to Patreon. Let's get to 500 subs here soon. And yeah, peace.
Subscribe, bitches.